How about this? I think this should be okay. Yay, hey, welcome back, Lobster. Let me just see how the chat is gonna work. Hey, things should be back to normal. We are live right now. It shows that the condition of the stream is excellent. So big ups to Susan. However, she took me down. I don't know for what reason. It says that YouTube wasn't, you know, receiving whatever. Didn't work. I was pressing buttons and it didn't come out. So now we are back. Let me just find where the window was. Oh, I can put back what was on. Oh, and it says again, YouTube is not receiving enough video. What are you talking about? I don't even know what this means. Okay, dark should be on your screens. And yeah. I don't know. Maybe my bitrate is too low. I don't know what's happening at all. But let's keep going, and if there is massive buffering, then yeah, I don't know. Honestly. But yeah, there's nothing I could do right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Let's just try like this, and I'll see if there is massive buffering or it's just YouTube being a detractor. Because my Streamlabs says it's okay. I'm gonna put that in performance mode. Should be fine. But I don't know. Let's check this out like this. And let's go, Piggy.
Because I had sent this off to this other guy, I get a response the next day, again from the automated log system, the same guy who's apparently an up-and-up guy at the customer support of Machinima, and he says, "We've contacted YouTube. They still are looking into it. They still have no definitive answer on what's going on. We've determined you are not flagged as advertiser and friendly, so that's not it. But we're not, we don't have any answers yet." But then they said something that when they said this, that was pretty much it for me and Machinima. Here's what they said. They said, "We would appreciate it if you don't go out of your way to write and contact other departments here within Machinima. To basically stay within the lines. Stay within where you're supposed to be talking to us for help on customer support in this."
What a fucking clown. This guy, he's fucking impossible. I don't know if it is buffering for you, but I'll stop thinking about it. My internet should be okay. I think it's good, and my bitrate is not too high to disturb anything, and overall performance was good for the last hour. So let's just see how it goes. Maybe I need to disable some stuff so they don't have to be streamed. I don't really fucking know. Let me just see. I'll remove this goal because I haven't updated it anyways. So rest in peace to the goal. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Let's just go. Because he wants to be fucking special, and in Machinima he was basically nobody. Like, he was just some guy with the other guys that were at Machinima. He wasn't fucking special. He wasn't in the higher tier. They demoted him because his content sucks, and there's no longevity to his content, as you can see current day.
Log system, and don't you dare go outside and try to contact anyone else for help. All right, literally what that is, that's passive aggressive. That's talking down to me. That's telling me, treating me like a child. Like, how dare you try to, do something that's not within these little guidelines and rules.
This is peak Karen. If you thought that the Burger King was worse, this is peak Karen.
You went outside of the dotted lines, right? And I literally said, I feel like you've insulted me, and therefore I'm going to be honest with you. I want you to escalate this issue to management. I don't care if it's your manager, if it's the CEO of the company, whoever it is, they need to be aware that this is an issue going on with YouTubers and people under your partnership program. And I want you to know that if you feel that this is how you're going to treat me as a partner, I don't want to be with you anymore. And I said that in black and white writing in this message to them.
But you, like, oh, come on, man.
I don't want to be with you anymore. If you're going to mistreat me and talk down to me and not get me help and basically talk to me like a kid.
But you act like a kid. You're a kid in a old Batman body.
I want to hear from you again. I want to hear from management who are going to explain to me the situation of what is.
Jay Kramer says he must have been really spoiled and coddled by his parents growing up for him to act like this. Well, he was a single child, so he never really learned properly how to communicate with other kids and to communicate in general, and I think he was pretty spoiled from what we know with the Wolverine figure and all that stuff. He was just a little baby, and then he went to the FGC, and he still didn't learn how to connect and communicate with people, and he was an asshole, and people generally didn't like him, and he was a spoiled baby as well. And then he became a spoiled baby, young adult, when he started doing YouTube and all that stupid stuff with Project 7 and the other nonsense. And now he's spoiled now too. Now he's a spoiled boomer.
What's going on, all right? And that's that. The next day, I got a message from Machinima saying, and it was from the same guy, so again, went against
saying,
my
go
wishes,
fuck yourself, DSP.
We have decided to execute our right to end a partnership with you on all of your channels.
Yeah, because you're trash.
I basically severed my ties with the company. What they were saying is they didn't want to be in an agreement with me anymore with the partnership, all right?
Sounds good.
I did
They kicked
nothing
him out.
wrong, okay? For a week and a half.
Phenomenal. Let's go again.
The company. What they were saying is they didn't want to be in an agreement with me anymore with the partnership, all right?
No.
I did nothing wrong,
Thank you.
For a week and a half, they give me the runaround and don't give me any answers whatsoever on what's going on, and they refuse to hold YouTube accountable and get answers from YouTube. I asked basically to be released if they were going to continue to disrespect me, and then they released me from my contracts. That's what happened word for word.
How do you turn an empty website into a content-packed resource that attracts
this
thousands
shit,
of visitors
man.
each and
This fucking sucks. And I installed ad blocker on the stupid ass Microsoft Edge.
One company has ever offered me what Machinima does for me with the contract that I have with them. Why would it be a no-brainer for me to leave Machinima, have content ID matches up the ass, make less money, and not have anyone to go back to bat for me? Imagine if I wasn't with Machinima right now. Guess what I'd be doing?
Begging?
Packing everything up. Look, pack this microphone up. YouTube's over. It's done. Party's
But
over.
that's your fault. That's literally your fault. It was your fault that you decided to move across the country into a lifestyle that you thought you could afford. Because at the time, you could afford. And then, you buy all this shit. You buy that BMW. You move yourself and your girlfriend across the fucking country. And then it's like, why? I don't know why this is happening to me, you guys. Well, you should have stayed and kept your money and saw how things were going. And build off of that and create your content to be wider appeal and bigger than it is. And with better production value. Instead, he chose to do the same shit he was doing 10 years ago. Come on, man. Learn something. Just learn something.
For everyone, YouTube party, hashtag YouTube party is over. Would anyone want to be, who would want to be with a company who talks down to you? And when you tell them that you've been in...
Lord Boros in chat says, you can always tell he's spewing some BS when his eyebrows go up and his eyes bulge out. That's a big tell. Yeah, that's true. And that happens a lot. And also, I don't even think that he intentionally is saying bullshit. He is saying bullshit because we know that he's delusional and he's convinced himself. But for him, I think it's the truth. And that's why he's so funny, and that's why the appeal is so big towards him. Because he thinks that this is how things happen. And this is how things happen with his leaks, where somebody impersonated him and created many accounts and so on. When the person who did in fact impersonate him, that did happen, said that he didn't open any accounts, he didn't do anything or make any transactions, he just wanted the information. And that's on Kiwi Farms. I shared it on Twitter. You can go check it out. It's a one post.
Insulted, they just say, well, fuck you, and they throw you away like that, right? It's insane. All right, and now I'm going to tell everyone in the chat, I had enough of your bullshit tonight. I see everyone arguing with my girlfriend instead of talking about...
This is classic Twitch. This is 2017. So now I need to update this into 2017. I would say... I hope this video came out on time, so April 15, 2017, or we can check out and be a little bit more factual, but it's not really relevant for the video. It's not all that. And here we have the Tevin video. This pretty sweet video. 4 years with Machinima, ups and downs, and a... Hey, stop this shit. What the fuck? Now, this came out...
What's going on, everyone?
Shut up, DSP. 15th of April, 2017. A little bit after his birthday week. 50 April. A little bit of dead air. Okay, let's say here. Moved from Machinima. Okay, and the color is gonna be red. Because he was in the red. I'm not gonna save this right now. Okay, in 2017 he gets terminated. Okay, and from then on it's a roller coaster.
The game, and I've had enough. So we're gonna put it in sub-only mode, and now none of you.
Jay Kramer said 2 things in chat. He should have sold his condo in Connecticut. Hold on. And again, it says no data. Okay, it's YouTube's problem. Unless it's my problem. Now it's excellent. Fantastic. They love me and hate me at the same time. That's great. I do one stream in 1080 and now the world is gonna end. Jesus Christ. Anyways. So Jay Kramer says he's a pathological and or habitual liar, which is pretty much, yeah, he lies to protect his family, you guys. And then his other comment was he should have sold his condo in Connecticut before moving. Well, that's what a reasonable person would do. As DSP calls them, normal people would do. They would first make sure that the transition is going to be smooth and they're going to terminate all that is left in the old place. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, it's good that it's back. YouTube is showing some errors, but I don't trust them. So I'll just go with it. And if this is broken, then it is what it is. And there's nothing I can do. Let's just say it like that. It's much easier. Now let's go to this. Also, chat comment. You're looking into the timeline of his D partnership, I see. You need to add to that his first termination on the YouTube AdSense. Now this was to click on the ads. Yes, very nice. Let's go check it out here. And DSP, click on the ads. Oh, and we see ads, of course. DSP self-service. Great. And when's the proof from? Click on the ads. So this is 2009, I would say. But I want to see exactly when. Probably we have it open here on this tab. Let's see. Oh, lost his AdSense account in late 2010. So, okay, late 2010. Very nice. It's around here somewhere. Let's say December. Fuck it. 2010. AdSense. RIP. That's the first AdSense. Before he had the dummy and stuff. Also, Jay Kramer in chat says he's like a serial killer with the lying he's been doing so much to the point where he doesn't care or feel that he's hurting anyone. It helps him and he doesn't see their faces. Yeah, it is much easier to lie to people when it's just like imaginary people. And he's been doing this for long enough for him to be effortless, I guess. And
fucking talk since you can't act.
Okay, yeah, let's keep going with this. I added to the timeline the, what was it? The AdSense, first AdSense dying. So let's keep going with this, and then I'll see if there's more, or maybe we can check out Curse.
Age or act mature, and you all want to argue with my girlfriend. Now you can just have no chat. How about that? Ridiculous. That's one of the worst things you could possibly do. I never really went to Machinima. I never asked them for free games. And the announcement is this: I've been working with Machinima, and I've actually been working with Bethesda.
Wow.
Behind the scenes to see if, for the first time ever, I could get a review copy of a game.
Rocking back and forth though, because I'm wearing headphones, I can hear dude is going like this. He's on a roller coaster right now.
Is that I have actually achieved it. I was like the poster.
It's like you're spinning him in circles, and every time he comes to the microphone, you hear it louder.
Boy of success for Machinima. Fuck.
What? The poster boy of success. Amazing. the guy. He's the guy. And also this has to go here. It's not an exact quote, but it's gonna help me later on with editing of the stuff. Then we need to add a little bit more stuff to this. Now he threw a hissy fit when he wasn't being acknowledged, I guess, by Machinima. Okay. And then there's a little bit of you can't fire me, I quit. Yeah, sounds good. That's very nice. Let's continue with this, and there's a little bit more.
That, like, get the fuck out of here. Now, of course, I did some research. After all this happened, I said, I've got to do some research. I got to figure out what really happened here. Machinima's management got shaken up, and basically they got taken.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know in chat. I got a behind the scenes $2.09 tip from, I just need to check what is the name so I don't dox anybody. Let me just see, because I have shit open here behind the scenes. I don't want to be doxing your PayPal account. And yeah, it's a name. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't know. I assume it's Jay in chat because you added me. So if it's you, thank you very much. I'm sorry I'm boomerang, but I'm not really used to getting donos on stream. Very much appreciated. Prayer hands, T-pose, and I gotta add you to the thing as a boomer. Just a quick second, because today and and thank you very much. I think, oh, this did not refresh. Fuck me. Yeah, okay. I am sorry, this is a little bit too slow, but I didn't expect this. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you.
Taken over by the CEO. All right, I'm not going to give his name or nothing, but I did some research on this guy. Born with a silver spoon in his mouth, went to Ivy League schools his whole life. Parents paid his way, by the way. This guy is basically the antithesis of everything that I stand for. I'm a believer in hard work. I'm a believer in earning everything, earning your way.
Wait. I need to go a little bit back because I got distracted by my behind the scenes contributions. So I didn't hear who he was talking about, but that was a proper roast.
Cinema's management got shaken up, and basically they.
Oh, so thanks for the note. Let me just read it out because I have everything open here on a separate laptop. So it's maximum boomer mode. It can't get any better than this. And dude, I can't see it, man. Can't see the note. Anyways, thank you. I'll try and look for it later. And yeah, I appreciate it a lot. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, this should be something else. No, oh yeah, it says big ups my metallurgy license, Zaxby's strip salad, extra dressing, salvage, 4-cylinder Mustang pimps. Big ups to all of that demographic. It's a key demographic. So thank you for your note. Thank you for your contributions. And very much appreciated.
They got taken over by the CEO. All right?
Oh, the CEO. He's an asshole.
But I did some research on this guy. Born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Went to Ivy League schools his whole life. Parents paid his way, by the way. This guy is basically the antithesis of everything that I stand for. I'm a believer in hard work.
He doesn't beg.
I'm a believer in earning everything, earning your way. I was a person who was incredibly intelligent and was in line to possibly go to Ivy League schools, and I was told no, I couldn't go because I needed financial aid, and they didn't want me because they didn't want to give me the financial aid. If I'm white and smart, I can't go to Ivy League school unless I'm rich.
Racism?
I believe this moron just said he can't go to Ivy League school because he's white.
Since I wasn't rich, I was denied. I applied to 2 Ivy League schools, and both of them literally said, you're declined because, you know, financial aid issues. disarray and constant chaos that doesn't know. It literally is like it's bipolar. It's a bipolar company. It's
a bipolar company.
Where there's multiple
schizophrenic company. Companies mentally ill people work there. It's the mentally ill shitheads at Machinima. Look at how he talks about his former workplace. Why would I hire this guy? When I look up his name and this comes out, how he shits on literally everybody alive. Jesus Christ.
Personalities within it. Well,
and specifically about one single person, the CEO of a company, since I guess he sees him as an easy target because he's punching up, but it's still, I'm not gonna say his name, but here's some personal information. He went to these schools and he was paid by his parents. This guy's such a fucking asshole, man. Get out of here.
Let's be, strong.
Jesus Christ.
I want to be a company that makes a series about Halo and fucking Mortal Kombat. Oh, well, I want to have our own YouTube shows that are popular. And they all argue with each other and override with each other like different personalities bouncing around in a schizophrenic's head. And no one knows what the hell this company's supposed to be. So I only went to business school for 4 years and I fucking know that. Apparently the CEO of Machinima doesn't.
He went to business school so he can beg on YouTube and make videos like this. This is where his degree went, into begging and making complaint videos and demand videos. Like, what is he talking about? Why are you talking about going to business school? You're in a worse position than all of these people that didn't go to business school and are streaming much better than him. Like, I don't know if PewDiePie went to business school. And of course, I don't want to be name dropping the biggest guy, but come on, there's some people with the amount of attention that DSP got at the time that weren't business people and ran their business much better than him.
Ivy League educated fucking bonehead who's rich off his ass, who's on the board of
directors. This is the thinking out loud segment, by the way. The shower rant. When you're taking a shower and you're ranting, this is the segment.
There's of a bunch of places thinks that he knows how to run this company, yet all they've done is fucking fail since he became the CEO. They fired everyone. They, for some reason, oh no, we didn't make a ton of money. They just cut everyone out, and probably that guy who was the head of the partnership program for me, they got rid of him on a whim. Fuck him. Let's get someone new in here. And by the way, I actually found out the new head of the partnership program at Machinima. Guess who he is? He's a guy who's
John
a
Rambo?
fighting game community head.
Wow.
And literally, since he's
he hates
their
him.
partnership program, you know what he does? He goes to fighting game tournaments and he promotes the tournaments, and that's pretty much it from what I've seen. Like, he's really heavily into competitive fighting games. Competitive fighting game community hates me because I speak out about their bullshit all the time. So if anything,
no, they hate you because you're a toxic person and you're not enjoyable to hang out with. You're not enjoyable to play games with. You're not enjoyable to co-host an event or make a public appearance. You're just not an enjoyable person. That's why they don't enjoy you.
Right?
And because you talk shit about everybody. A normal person would have just said, yeah, I had some shit behind the scenes with fucking Machinima and I'm not a part of him anymore. Now I'm part of these people and that's it. And not go out and talk about the CEO and shit on his CEO face.
During this whole issue going on with the ad revenue stuff at Machinima.
Also, here I need to write very quickly. Machinima CEO is a shithead, I guess. Big ups. Yeah, let's go like this. Okay, big ups.
Machinima and me making half as much money in February, if they even went to that guy, which they should have, he probably said, oh, I know that guy, fuck him. He talks shit about the fighting game community, he talks shit about Street Fighter V, we're not going to help him.
But that's right, he talks shit about everything. Not just Street Fighter V, he talks shit about everything. He was calling, in one of my previous videos, I laughed at that a lot, or maybe it was a stream, I don't know. I took a look at his Twitter, and there was back-to-back posts. First post is how much he enjoyed his weekly Street Fighter session, and the second post is calling the Street Fighter community gullible morons, or something like that. Very nice. And it was back-to-back posts.
You know, and it's ridiculous. I never did a thing wrong with Machinima. In there, I never violated a policy. I never did anything wrong with them, ever. So, it was mutual.
Jay Kramer says he has absolutely no friends. 0. And I'm pretty sure I can confirm that, even though I can only guess. But you have to take into consideration, his best friend that he has ever had was so upset at him that he had to make a public video saying that he doesn't associate with DSP anymore. I'm talking about John Rambo. Not that much Howard, but John Rambo mainly. And not only that he doesn't associate with him, but he talks shit about DSP and exposed him that he didn't pay the people for Respect the Pack, so on and so on. So yeah, this guy, there's no way he has friends, because even like casual friends, they would probably avoid him. I don't know which people would be a friend with this man, who complains about everything. No matter how good something it is, there's always a thing that he has to shit on. Just not a very positive, chill guy that you want to spend your time with, especially as an adult, when you don't have that much time to hang out with people and you gotta go to work and stuff. Hanging out with DSP, not great content for your life.
Well, honestly, I say that's it. If you're not gonna step up and help me, I don't want to be with you anymore. And they said okay, and then they released me from my contracts, and that's what happened with Machinima. Okay, so it sucks. They literally hurt me by mistreating me and then cutting me like that.
Ruben with a good comment. I always find it fascinating to see a degenerate alcoholic, gambler, beggar having the audacity to give his opinion on companies and how they conduct business. Yes, and also he has a company. He runs a business based on begging. Where's my soundboard? Let's go. Doesn't work? No?
Yep, I'm toxic.
Oh, I'm toxic this time. No?
Oh my god, he's drinking gin. That's not begging.
Oh,
That's
there
business.
we go.
That's not begging. That's business.
This is the businessman. Mature adult with a business degree.
The way that they did. Dozens of times in the past couple of years with issues like this, you're gonna yell at me and talk down to me like a child. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I'm an adult.
You're gonna show a middle finger to the camera like a child? Yeah. Very nice. Mature. Mature adult. And also this entire video is childish because he needs to realize that internet drama videos are childish. And people are only gonna make fun of them in videos like this.
I'm the one who
Oh,
operated a successful YouTube.
This is by far the most intense I'm the one that I've heard from him. I'm the one? There was so much force behind this, so much suppressed anger.
Dozens of times in the past couple of years.
Listen to this.
Like this, you're gonna yell at me and talk down to me like a child. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I'm an adult. Sorry, I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Me. I'm the one who put up the content that's
This will never not kill me. I have no idea. Why would he even say re? It's the most bizarre thing in life. Jesus Christ.
And has a fan base. Me. It's
Re.
not like this.
It's not just Machinima, you guys.
Why do you think I was laid off from my job, you know, in 2010? I wanted to leave anyway. After I got disrespected, that was it, man. Was no way I was going to stay with them and put up with their bullshit.
Oh, yeah, right.
Especially because I wasn't getting answers or anything.
If they gave him money, he would stay with anybody. He would literally, if the fucking Third Reich was trendy today and would give him money, he would just associate with them. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. He has literally no moral compass. And recently, there was a little piece of lore about a tweet he made. Apparently, he wanted, actually, Raid Shadow Legends wanted to sponsor him. And he declined because he doesn't support the mobile game practices. Like, I want you to think about this, chat. Please think about this. And maybe on an unrelated note, you can drop a 1651 in chat. Just unrelated. There's nothing behind this number. It's just half true.
Anyway from them, so what was the fucking point of staying with them at that point, right? That's what happened.
Okay, that's what happened. Now let's go here and update this. Let's just say baby fit. Baby fit, middle finger, me, re. And that's about this one, I think. There's no more Machinima drama that I know of, at least. Now, let's see. After that, DSPGaming, Curse, Network. But let's see the Wikitubia page, what they say. Now, Twitch Partner Program. Oh, Danganronpa. This is pretty new lore. Very nice. Very nice. So, fiasco with ad revenue. KO Gaming. Hold on. There should be here with Machinima. AdSense. Okay, this is the monetization was restored. And here there's a massive gap. Like a big gap of lore. But what I need is Curse Network. Do we have this here? Let's see. Dropped from Curse and no Google AdSense. This is a phenomenal stream, by the way. I love this stream. And if I can find it somewhere with nobody talking over it, that would be epic. Let me just check it out. Dude, come on. Where is this? Well, I guess we gotta watch the Snort now. At least it's gonna be entertaining, and it's gonna be only half an hour long. So it's a little bit chill. And now there's gonna be a stupid ass ad that I'm gonna try and scroll away from and skip. Oh, it's unskippable. Very nice. Very nice. My favorite type of ads. Yeah, next time I'm gonna have that ad block ready. I don't know why it doesn't work right now. Okay, fuck it, this is not gonna be a tech stream. It's not that kind of a stream? Hey, come on, why can't I skip this? Okay, let's go. This is now gonna be a regular segment in these streams of me being like, why can't I skip the ads?
This is how to play the game!
Epic fuck.
No plans on doing anything like this.
Okay, so this was in 2018. Dude, okay. This was in 2018. Now, this when the arc begins. And now, as you can see, we're in the process of doing science. This is not exact perfect science. This is 2017, right? Okay, and then number 3, the epic one, is Curse. Okay, 2018. I think he just went for a little bit, maybe 2017, 2018, but we're gonna find out eventually. Okay, this goes a different color. Okay, let's go back to the video.
It's going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sorry, I'm doing this. I had no plans on doing anything like this whatsoever. At all.
I know you're lying.
Oh, this is the video where he plugs in the KO Gaming. Fantastic. I love KO Gaming. That's my favorite channel.
Well, I told you guys I can't win. Like, no matter what happens, there's another thing. And I'm so tired of it at this point. And now, there's something that's been going on for like 2 months that I gotta tell you guys about that I didn't want to tell you about. I was hoping that I could just not have anyone involved, but now I have to fucking do this. Instead of playing games, I have to do this shit with you guys and tell you what's going on, and I'm,
So there's some nice lore on stream. He already knew that his AdSense account didn't work because he was banned. And for months, Curse had told him that they would end his contract with him. In other words, he had already planned his new emergency in advance. Very nice.
I'm just so done with it. I'm so angry and upset and everything. Like, I'm so frustrated.
Yeah, you guys, I love these intros too, but I just had to skip them because I don't know. Just wanted to get to the raw fill.
As you guys know, I have a partnership on Twitch, here on Twitch, where I live stream, and I have a partnership on YouTube for my YouTube channels, right?
Thumbs
and
for
I make
both
money
the places.
Various ways. On Twitch, it's based off of
Begging.
mostly your contributions. You know, when you guys come on stream and you cheer, sub, or tip,
Begging.
that's what keeps me going. Yes, I run advertisements on Twitch, but the income I make on it is very negligible. It's
That's
the last
business.
thing that I think of. On YouTube, I'm 100% dependent on ad revenue. Now, the good news is, in the last year, that I have, like I said, focused mostly on Twitch. And so because of that, I've built my Twitch viewer base, and honestly, Twitch is my main source of income every month. But,
Which
that
is
being
the
said,
future.
YouTube still makes me good money, to the point where it's still a significant
His hair in this video is absolutely outlandish.
large chunk of income that I make.
I need that money to pay my bills. I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
And 1651 asks, where's your accent from? I don't know. I built it while watching cartoons as a kid, and that's where it's from, I guess. I don't have an accent specific to my region, so it is what it is. I did nothing wrong.
To pay my bills, and I rely on that money.
In order to pay my bills and do stuff. I didn't have YouTube income, I would not be able to pay my bills. And that's why people ask me all the time, "What, Phil, why do you still put up with YouTube? You say that you don't like YouTube and all their bullshit." Okay.
Because money.
Okay. And the bottom line is, why do you still work with YouTube? Why do you bother with that? Why don't you just focus on Twitch? And I really have 2 answers. Number 1,
Greed is massively strong.
There's
I have
only
no
one
fucking
answer.
Self-control.
because there are some people who want to watch me on Twitch and they can't be around for the streams, or they don't have high enough bandwidth to watch videos or streams here on Twitch, and so YouTube is the only way for them to watch my stuff. And number two,
I want more money on top of the money that I already made.
Because I've had a long-standing relationship, 10 years. This year, I've been a YouTuber, 10 years, where I've been able to put out content on YouTube and build a fan base. And it really is those people on YouTube that made me known on the internet, so I don't want to abandon them. You know, 10 years of support for people over on YouTube. All right, but what happened? Well, here's what happened, guys. As you know, DSPGaming is my main YouTube channel where I upload all my gameplay videos. I do so on a daily basis, and this has been a channel for 8 years, over 8 years, where daily I put my blood, sweat, and tears into putting out gameplay footage for you guys.
What?
Classic.
What?
And I've had various ways to make money over the years, partnerships. First, I was partnered with Machinima, and then for the last year and a half, I was partnered with Curse Network, okay? Basically...
Scott Hogan, I'm not sure what you mean. A double header of streams? I don't know if you mean about this stream, that there was a different one earlier. Yeah, Susan took me down for some reason. There was a bug, and there was nothing I could do, so I had to restart. And that's the lore.
In a nutshell, without going into too much detail...
I'm not partnered anymore. I got the chair.
And this was in the works for a long time. Like, this was actually something that I had multiple discussions with Curse about, and it was actually an amicable way that we were going to end our partnership.
Oh, I need to take these
It
off.
wasn't any hard feelings on each side. It wasn't like I was mad at Curse or Curse was mad at me. Not like the Machinima situation last year at all. Okay? It wasn't like that whatsoever.
But what was the Machinima situation? Was that him being mad at them and that's why he left? Or them not caring about him and him being a baby? Maybe? I don't know.
It was very, very different situation. And the bottom line is, I could get into the specifics of why the Curse partnership ended. I don't necessarily think that it's going to benefit anyone to tell you the reasons why. It basically is a financial decision. Let's put it that way.
Oh, so
as
it's
you guys
money.
Know, my channel on YouTube isn't huge anymore. DSPGaming, even though it brings in between 1 and 2 million views a month, right? It's not generating tons of revenue. And keep in mind, a partnership network takes a very, very small cut of what you make ad revenue-wise on YouTube. And basically, just put it this way. No wrongdoing on my end or their end. It was just, they decided that, that was going to be the end of it. Amicable break, I guess is what
Oh yeah, it's amicable. Like everybody that leaves DSP, it's amicable. Like with John Rambo, when he left and he made that video with Howard, that was also amicable. And Panda was amicable, even though she left in a huff, man. Amicable. Every day.
Okay. And that being said, I was very uncertain. I've been telling you guys recently, right, that I've been having a lot of stress. I've been having a lot of problems. I say personal problems. What it is, like at night, I can't sleep. I'm thinking, man, what's going to happen when DSPGaming isn't partnered with Curse anymore, and I have to run my own personal ads?
Yeah, you drink too much. You stop drinking.
What's the big difference?
Sleep better.
Going to be a giant difference in ad revenue? I don't know, because I've never done that. You know what I mean? I just want to say thanks a lot to everyone. I hope to entertain you in the future.
Please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ads that show up on the videos there. Because hopefully, fingers crossed, that actually starts giving me some money.
This is some great edits. I love these edits.
I've never done that at all.
Never.
I've never run personal ads on an active YouTube channel where I'm trying to make money. To see
never happened. Debunked.
I have no idea how it would work, right? Silver-tongued talker, right? Oh, I'm just going to say it one way, and hopefully you'll believe it, even though that's not the truth. And that's literally what's happening here. The guy's a liar. The guy's a fucking blatant liar and lying to everyone. But people are believing it because they don't know any better.
So I went on a break quick before I started gameplay. I said, all right, I'm just going to link it to the AdSense and get the ads enabled in bulk, and we'll see what happens. I go to the channel, and it says, DSPGaming is not valid for monetization because of invalid click activity. Now, wait a minute. 5 minutes ago, I was with Curse Network, and ads were enabled on the channel. So it's obvious that's not the case. There is no invalid click activity whatsoever. What I think happened is that the channel
was linked to an invalid AdSense account, and allow me to explain the situation because it's very confusing.
I just want to say thanks a lot.
It's very confusing. It's so confusing, matter of fact, that he doesn't even understand what's happening. He is even confused. This is young Pig Roach on your screen, but old Piggy also is not very bright.
To everyone, I hope to entertain you in the future.
Please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ads that show up on the videos there, because hopefully, fingers crossed, that actually starts giving me some money.
All right, it's very confusing. And
Very
I want to explain
confusing.
what happened up front. Last year, YouTube instituted a new policy that if you were going to be partnered with any partnership network, you needed to have a personal AdSense account created and linked to your YouTube channel. All right.
Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. What is so confusing about it? And your personal AdSense account was fucking banned way back when.
And once it was linked to your YouTube channel, then you could get partnership through a network. You couldn't just link to a network at all anywhere. They completely changed the policy. Okay? Now, they did this. All right? They did this.
You have no idea why they did this. Don't try and think about it. You have no idea what they did or why they did it.
During
Come
a
on.
time when I was leaving Machinima and I was going to get partnered with Curse Network. So I already went through this initial setup where, man, I had to create a new AdSense account, link it to the channel, have it show as valid, then get linked to Curse Network. And I did that. I did that last year on DSPGaming, and I got linked with Curse, and everything was good for the last year and a half that I've been with them. I had not a single problem.
Yeah, he did. Also, like, as the captain said, he is admitting to creating second AdSense account. Because you see, in these sites, when you manage money, then you make one AdSense account. And that's your AdSense account. And if that gets banned, then you have done something wrong and you've got banned. And then you naturally shouldn't be having a different account because you're the same person. Like, what is the logic is beyond me. Especially in a place like this where you make money from this officially.
However,
and this is used with his partnership agreement and other stuff. Come on.
okay,
Excuse me.
what ended up happening in the last year was that dummy AdSense account.
Oh, the dummy AdSense account. Yeah, the dummy AdSense account, that's not allowed. It's not a thing. It's just not.
The DSPGaming got deactivated. Okay, now I don't know why. I don't know if YouTube looked at it and said, oh, well, Phil already has an active AdSense account over on his vlogging channel, right? So he can't have 2 AdSense accounts, so we need to disable this one.
No, that's not how it works. You can't. You literally can't. And he had a whole boomer segment. I don't know if it's in this video. I sure hope it is. Yeah, it's exactly here. When he was texting Google support about the AdSense thing, it was fucking nonsense. It was like he was telling them I cheated, but you can delete this account and everything's gonna be okay. Well, fuck you. It's not allowed.
But they did. They basically disabled the AdSense account that was associated with DSPGaming. Now, I didn't know that. There was no way to know that because I was linked with Curse, so I don't even get to see that association on my YouTube panels or channels or anything like that.
Panels or channels?
So, what I think happened is once Curse said, okay, we're releasing your channel, it defaulted back to that old AdSense account, and that AdSense account shows it's suspended, so now it just locks the channel and says you can't monetize any videos anymore on DSPGaming. So what does that mean? That means literally no ads.
Make
no
a new
ads on
AdSense
DSP
account.
Okay, I can't put any ads on DSPGaming right now. So literally any video you watch on DSPGaming has no advertisements unless a third party claims the video.
For something I didn't do wrong. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct, and that means I went from making some money every day to 0. Literally today, 0. All right?
It's a business degree, by the way. You gotta know the equation is some money is bigger than 0. Of course, you gotta be a DSP fan. Think about it.
Sucks. Okay? This sucks. And the bottom line is that
he's looking at chat.
I can't find another network. Number one, I doubt another network would take me, and number two, another
Yeah,
network
because you're trash.
cannot partner me unless the channel shows as valid for being monetized, which means I need to get the ads re-enabled on the channel. I don't know if I can.
No, you're trash. When you get banned, it means that they don't want to work with you anymore. It doesn't mean you should open a new account. This is fucking nonsense. This is what I'm talking about. There's so many people who make money off YouTube full time, as he loves to say, who are not banned and who've never been banned for invalid click activity. Go fuck yourself. That's not how it works. You can't just make a new account and then ask them, well, can you close my old account that is fucking banned, by the way? No.
I don't know. So what I've done,
Jesus Christ,
there's an
man.
appeal form, and I filled out the appeal form and said, listen, I don't think that you guys disabled this for invalid click activity. You couldn't have because it was active until I delinked from Curse. What I think happened was there's this invalid AdSense account associated with the channel. I don't want that AdSense account. I have a working one over here that I want to associate with the channel, right? And I want to do that, but there's no way to do that. The channel just says not valid for monetization because of invalid click activity.
Yeah, by the way, and to have a valid account, he needs to have the ID. So he needs to do... I need to do Wait, Sip6 says in chat, I dare you to do an arm flail counter in future stream. Here, with the counter is a little bit different because I need to be tracking it the entire time, so I need to be paying attention, and it's kind of hard. So I don't think I'll be, like, by the book with the counter, so I don't want to try it at this point. Maybe for some restream, like an actual live content. Maybe then.
And there's no way to fix that. So I filled out this form explaining that and submitted it.
Oh, let's see the actual explanation. And then he simply placed his bank account in payment methods. I'm almost certain that that's the reason why the channel, The King of Hate Vlogs or KO Gaming, have ads, is because he still has Liana's ID placed in that AdSense account. Yeah, you need to have a different person's ID. So this shit that he's complaining about, by the way, while he's deposing, the shit that he's complaining about in 2021 about identity theft, he was doing that shit in like 2018. Come on. I mean, of course, it's not the same thing, but you know what I'm saying. He used a false identity who wasn't him to make an AdSense account about himself. And it's the kind of weasel shit that he does, and he wants to get away with, and he wants to profit off of it. Come on. Get out of here. Get him out of here.
If that's going to have any success, I have also made an email to YouTube creator support explaining the situation, and I sent that off. But here's the major problems. All right, here's the major problems.
Major problems.
Number one, all right. Number one, YouTube probably will not respond in a timely manner because it's the weekend, and I don't think they even have people who respond to this kind of stuff on the weekends. They very much have this kind of 9 to 5, Monday through Friday mentality. Even though for emergencies, maybe they'll have someone, but I don't know if anyone's going to review this case and respond over the weekend. That's number one. Number two, what do I do? Now, let's say, for example, DSP Gaming can never be monetized again, and it's nothing I did wrong. There's no actual invalid click activity. It's just their default nonsense that they say on there when something goes wrong, I guess.
Oh, yeah, so it's literally making up conspiracy theories. This very nice pig roach projection, literally just making it up. Oh, yeah, it's the default thing when something happens. Thanks. Very, very educated opinion. But it's not the actual reason that it says, as in invalid click activity, as in this.
Please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ads that show up on the videos there.
Oh, and now there's going to be an ad in 2 seconds. Fuck this. Okay, let it play. It's not this. It's actually this thing that he made up that happens. Very nice. Come on, what is this fucking nonsense ad? Come on, man. Yeah, I gotta be installing that ad block. Okay, we're back with the King of Hate. King of AdSense.
Like I told you guys, I rely on YouTube ad revenue to pay my bill. I cannot continue to afford what I do if I don't have YouTube ad revenue. I mean,
you don't need to afford what you do. You don't need to get a job. You don't need to. It's not according to the law. You don't have a contract with anybody, an actual working contract that says on paper what it is. You don't have to. That's why it pissed me off when he says, "You guys, I can't. If you don't tip me, I can't do this for a living." Well, nobody fucking cares. You shouldn't be doing this for a living if you can't afford to be doing this. This is your choice of a job. This is your choice of an occupation. You don't have any, like, actual relationship with anyone that is a legal relationship outside of these partnerships and stuff that is specific to that private platform that you're on. Come on, you're not their employee.
I think last month.
Big ups and 1337 in chat. Don't support adblock. Yeah, not right now, because this is Microsoft Edge, best browser ever.
More on
but I'm gonna put it on for next time, I guess.
Twitch than YouTube, but not by much. You know what I mean? Like, I brought in maybe 25% more income on Twitch than I did on YouTube. Okay, but I still have a giant chunk of my income was YouTube ad revenue. So that being said, I don't know what to do. You know, because I need to monetize my YouTube videos, and I don't know how. Like, I mean, there's other options.
No, you don't need to. You literally don't need to.
Number one, I could create a new YouTube channel.
You want to, but you don't need to.
And I could start.
Oh, of course, create a new YouTube channel, create a new AdSense account, steal somebody's identity, enter their information, and there you go. You have a sock account.
Uploading videos there, push everyone to the new YouTube channel.
As always, you gotta push everybody. You can't spread. and you can't develop and you can't branch out. You gotta push everybody from one place to the other place as people are falling off the train. Very nice, DSP. Very nice on-rails stream.
Then, enable that YouTube channel with my working AdSense account. But you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be like pulling fucking teeth, getting people to go from the old DSPGaming YouTube channel to the new YouTube channel. It's gonna be an absolute nightmare to get people to go from one to the other. It is. It's just gonna be a total nightmare, okay?
And by the way, I don't know where the mods are, but I see a bunch of trolls in the stream chat who I'm
Hey,
not
happy birthday to your mom, man.
gonna get rid of. I'm just going to ban.
So,
Just going to
here's
ban.
the deal. And no, see, now people are spreading misinformation. Phil's AdSense got deactivated. No, the AdSense that I had was never activated. The AdSense that I had...
No, fuck this nonsense. He was talking himself in a circle for what is in Snort Burnell time 11 minutes. Well, in real life it was probably like 25 minutes. He was talking fucking bullshit, and then he gets pissed off that people understood the wrong thing. He said 50 different things about the different AdSense accounts that he's made and what worked and what didn't back in 2010 when he got laid off his job, or Machinima, or Curse, or something else.
had on DSPGaming was never valid. It was never working. I had to make a dummy AdSense account on that channel.
You had to
so
break
that I
the
could partner
rules.
it with Curse.
Very nice.
And I never really activated it or never ran an ad. There was no ad revenue owed to that account or anything. It's not that it got you know, your account was banned or whatever. I've got bad news. I told you if there was bad news.
Killer Groove says you missed Only Iced Coffee's racist spurg out on Kiwi farts. I saw a little bit of that, but I'm just not really all that into reading people DMs and what they talk about. And I'm not a Only Iced Coffee supporter. I don't want to give this guy attention because I don't know. I think he's feeding off it. He's the king of attention. You know what I mean?
I would let you know because I'm an honest guy. And to be
he's an
honest,
honest
I have
guy.
nothing to hide. So I'm not worried about talking about this publicly because I've done nothing wrong.
Everything
I got
correct.
an email last night that Google has suspended my AdSense account. They're claiming there's been invalid click activity.
Oh, wow. We come back around to 2010 when there is actual invalid click activity. And the account is apparently the same as it was. Very nice.
And I 100% disagree. I know I'm innocent.
Please go to my partner
know I'm
channel, The
innocent.
King of Hate HD, and click on the ad.
It's like he's on death row in a Hollywood movie. I know I'm innocent, you guys. Why did you suspend me?
It's gonna show up on the videos there.
I have not violated any of their terms and conditions, and I appealed the decision. But what this effectively means is, as of right now, I'm pretty much unemployed again. First of all,
You weren't employed before that. That wasn't an employment. That was a thing that you made money off, which is not an employment. You can call it a side hustle. You can call it a hobby. You can call it all these stuff, but it's not employment. Employment was the helicopter job.
one question that everyone's been asking.
Fired from, by the way.
That question on everyone's mind, because I just want to get out of the way. Everyone's saying, well, Phil, you know, and we all know that like this past weekend, you know, your Google AdSense accounts got shut down, and therefore, you know, we're not looking to do anything anymore on Google with participation. But why can't you just make another partner account? And the answer is you can't. I mean, sure, I could make a new channel, I could make all this new stuff, but the bottom line is this: you need a legal name and address, and if the business a tax ID to register.
Yeah, it's called Leanna Hangen. Hangen. Leanna Hangen, that's the name for the AdSense account. It's a totally random name, by the way. I just made it up.
An AdSense account, and I've already done it once, and it's in Google's terms and conditions. Once one person does it once, if it gets suspended, you can never do it again. So I'm not going to falsify information.
It's almost like it makes sense. If you're suspended or banned or removed from something, they don't want you again. Because you fucked up.
And break the law, or it's not really breaking the law, we'd be breaking Google's terms and conditions basically to do it. I'm not going to.
Yeah, and the very important distinction is that Google's terms of service is not the law. So it's not like you being punished by the law when you do irregular parking or whatever, and they tell you, okay, don't do it again, here's a ticket, here's a warning, whatever, or you get pulled over by the cops. It's not they give you a warning, it's you break the rules, you're gone. Come on, it's just death row immediately.
Do it. That's not the kind of person I am, and it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right to try to fool their system into thinking I'm someone else so that I can try to make money again. Makes no sense. Now, some people have said to me, I'll finish the video like this. I said, Phil, if you had a falling out with Machinima, you're not with them anymore, and you're not in a managed partnership, why on earth are you with another partnership company? Okay, why? Because it's way different.
Money.
A lot of people now don't even go with partnership companies. They just go with Google AdSense or whatever. Well, I can't not necessarily 100% answer the question. I think originally I did apply for Google AdSense on DSP Gaming a long time ago. We're talking 2010. And I'm almost positive that it was denied because they said it was, at that point, gameplay-related content and therefore it wasn't monetizable.
Oh, that's a retcon, and it's wrong, and it might even be a lie. Or it's just his gin brain has kind of ran out of memory.
Now, I don't remember if that had something to do, if you remember, then I monetized my vlogging channel, The King of Hate HD, and within 2 months, YouTube shut that channel down and said that they found click fraud. And I was like, well, it wasn't me doing the click fraud. It was obviously other people, but I can't stop people from doing it. YouTube didn't care, and they shut down that channel. But I'm almost positive that was the same AdSense account that was associated with DSP Gaming. So basically what I would have to do is set up a new AdSense account, a new everything, and try to start from scratch and get all that set up. Honestly,
yeah, that's not allowed.
Honestly, it was easier for me to just contact Curse. It's just, I think because they saw that, they said, oh, this is just a dummy account or an extra account. They froze the account, and because of that, now the channel can't get ads, which is stupid. If there's an invalid account associated with a channel, they should let you disassociate, like, click, oh, unlink it here. Link
yeah, why don't they let you access their servers directly and be able to delete PewDiePie's video? I don't know, why don't they let you do that? They're gonna let you remove fucking accounts that you're already associated and are banned? Would you want to go on Twitter and unban your account that was banned, for example? Or go on Twitch and get your partnership back? Just click on the partnership back button. Wow, everything shook. I kicked the table.
Valid account by clicking here. They don't do that. It just says, oh, because you have the invalid account, now you can't put ads on your videos, period. Which is stupid. That doesn't make any fucking sense at all, right? Do you want
on his laptop, I think he's reading chat. Because he's live, I think. I don't think he has a script or anything, because what he does really doesn't take a script.
Play the fucking game! Okay? Really dumb. So, the bottom line is, I don't know what to do. I mean, here are my options. Here's what I'm thinking, okay? There's a few options that I can do. Number one, make a totally new YouTube channel.
Yes.
Right? Over the weekend, I'll have to think about what it's going to be.
Sounds great.
Make a new YouTube channel, right? Brand it with new content, new stuff. Make videos for DSP Gaming saying no more new content over here. This is an archive. Come to the new channel. Once the channel hits enough subs and enough followers, right?
Yeah, move everybody. Don't multitask. Just move everybody to the other channel. You get a couple of views. Very nice.
To my AdSense account so I can monetize it. And then hope for the best. Hope that I can get enough people to migrate from DSP Gaming over to this new YouTube channel, and that this YouTube channel will bring in some revenue for me, okay? That's one scenario, but I've done this before, and it is a fucking nightmare to do it. It's an absolute nightmare.
The chair wobble, yeah, that shit is hilarious. We're gonna be seeing a little bit more of it later when he goes to text the support.
Get people to go from one YouTube channel to another, okay? It's just a nightmare. It's terrible, and I don't know, what if it takes people 3-4 months to realize that I'm on a new YouTube channel, right? And I don't know what to do. Okay, I just don't know what to do.
Massive T-pose.
Number two, another option I could do is just say, screw it, I'm just not going to monetize my gameplay videos on YouTube anymore, alright? And go all in on Twitch, alright? Now that would suck, because like I told you guys, I support people who have supported me over the years on YouTube. It's the YouTube audience that made me who I am and gave me my internet notoriety and allowed me to do this for a living.
His notoriety, they gave him. The YouTube audience gave him the notoriety. Very nice. I think notorious is not the best word to pick, but okay, fine.
Because
and also this, I think it's kind of bizarre the way he separates his, like a solid logical separation between his YouTube fan base and his Twitch fan base, and they're completely different people. They never intersect anywhere. It's just a very bizarre view of how this works. I don't know. I would think if you're a businessman, you would want to have as many outlets as possible to contact people and to get in touch with people and to engage with people, let's say. But now, especially nowadays, he's cut off everything. His YouTube is trash. And it's just spammy videos, and the streams, there's no more Twitch. The streams are trash, you can't talk in it unless you've been subbed for years. And yeah, it generally kind of sucks. His Twitter, you can't add him. I mean, you can totally add him, but his Twitter replies are closed. So you can just retweet and like. So he's isolated himself as much as in real life. In this condo in a gated community, he's isolated himself on the internet.
They're the ones for 10 years have been watching my stuff, right?
Double dip. Am I in this for money? I mean, yeah, it's my job.
So, you know, it sucks because...
Jay Kramer says, people who were subbed to KO Gaming started getting their sub feeds flooded with his gameplay videos too. That was when he did 8-minute videos each. Dude, there was one point when he was making the best and worst games of a year, and he would make one entry be into a single video. So he would just spam like top 10 worst and top 10 best or top 5 or something as separate videos. He has completely no respect for your time, no consideration for what you might see in your sub box and what may annoy you. Doesn't have any sense of value and how to maximize the value. It's just maximize the profits in any way. That's why he was doing these schemes since he was a young pig roach with no terrible goatee and a little bit less hair than he has now.
If I just do Twitch, let's say I just play games on Twitch and I leave archives on Twitch and I just let that go. Number one, I'm probably not going to make any money on the archives. The archives only have like one ad break that play.
Yeah, well, fuck you. That's pathetic. You expect to make money on fucking archives. Get the fuck out of here. What is this bullshit?
Said ad revenue on Twitch is terrible, absolutely terrible compared to YouTube. So I know, just by default, I know that it's not going to be anything significant, right? Number two,
now that's a good comment in chat. If he wanted a business to offer him a deal, how could they contact him? It's not just this, but his reputation is trash. So you want somebody with a decent reputation to promote your product. Just like business 101, I guess. And his reputation is terrible. Come on. It's too late for sponsorships. I don't know a single company that would go and sponsor this guy. You'd rather sponsor some lady in a bathtub. Come on, at least it's attractive to look at. She might even play Raid Shadow Legends on stream, who knows? Might see a walkthrough.
Incredibly supportive, and what I mean by that is...
I'm kidding, that game never ends. It's like WWE Champions.
Constantly begging.
Say goodbye to streams where I know that things aren't going to go well. Like, if I'm playing a game that I know is slow and people don't come out and support me, then I can't play that game. I have to be doing stuff constantly where people are entertained to the point where they're going to be supportive on the stream so I can make money.
That's fucking bullshit.
Have unprofitable streams anymore. You know what I mean?
I love gaming. It's not about the money. It's not. I'm not here to take a paycheck.
And that sucks, because I like doing a variety of content. I like being able to do the big AAA releases, but also the little other games that maybe aren't as popular, or going back and doing retro playthroughs instead of always worrying about what's the hot new game, right?
Variety of content means literally just different games to him. Now, variety of content to other people might mean what he tried to do on KO Gaming, which is trend following. And basically with all these edited videos, that was his diversity content, but then he saw he wasn't making money off it. So he doesn't want to do variety content. He just wants to play different games and record them in the same way and make his streams in the same way and spam them to you in the same way. That's what he wants. He wants everything to continue to be the same way with the minimal effort and minimal change, and for any platform to not develop in any way that will force him to make less money. That's what he wants. Also, this hairline is just... Jesus Christ.
Right now saying, everyone's going to try out the new version of No Man's Sky, so Phil should do that. Everyone's playing Fortnite, so Phil should do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be the guy who can control his content and do what he wants to do and have fun doing it.
Yeah, that's why he has to make a poll if he wants to change his day off. Has to make a poll for everything, and in the end he calls these polls rigged. So I don't fucking know. He's not any guy. If he's any guy, he's the guy who jerked it off on Twitch. That's the only type of guy he is. He isn't the gameplay guy, he isn't the walkthrough guy, he isn't the variety guy, he isn't the edited style list videos content guy, he isn't remixes guy, he isn't any kind of guy. He's just the guy who beat his meat. Nothing else. And who begs, of course.
But... you know, if I need to make up a giant...
Oh, the eyes are exploding, by the way. It's like right in your face. And massive T-balls. I need to clip this. Yes, let's go. Quick screenshot. You could screenshot this for you at home as well for a wallpaper. Or you could print it out on canvas.
I'm not going to be making on YouTube anymore. I have to make changes. I don't want to do that. You know?
Yeah, nice comment, but... Scott Hogan, he's the point and laugh at guy. Basically, any community he's a part of, he is the point and laugh at guy. Yeah, he's the guy.
Know what I mean? I don't want to become the bandwagon guy.
The bandwagon guy? What is KO Gaming? What is KO Gaming? Have we seen KO Gaming? Come on, that's a bandwagon in the flesh. That is the bandwagon 101. Jumping on the trend, doing things half-assed. You've seen his videos, the edited videos, the top 10 worst best games. That is garbage. Top shelf garbage. Spammed directly into your subfeed. 10 videos a day. Trash.
No, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I'm just very, very nervous.
Very nervous.
Number one, make a totally new YouTube channel. Monetize
Yeah,
that
of
channel.
course. That's the new thing ever. Like, it's 2010. I'll just make a new channel. And I'll just monetize the fuck out of it. And everybody's gonna come. And it's gonna be super interactive.
All my videos going forward on that channel, but then trying to convince my viewer base on DSP Gaming after 8 years that they need to move over, which is going to be very, very difficult. Real talk. Number two, just giving up on YouTube and making any money on YouTube, and instead of that, just focusing solely on Twitch and seeing what happens. But I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't
David
know.
says in chat, now he's bootleg Dr. Disrespect. Well, Dr. Disrespect has a persona, which is kind of like wrestling inspired from what I know. I haven't watched all that much of him, but he's kind of an entertaining character. As a character, Dr. Disrespect, while DSP is not a character, he wants to tell you that he is Phil. He is the raw, uncut, unadulterated, untainted Phil. But it's not. He's just fucking faking all the time.
Know what's going to happen if I'm solely relying only on Twitch. And the thing is, I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket. I've done it before, and you see what happened when I had all my eggs in one basket for YouTube, right? At any moment, something could go wrong. I don't like that. I like having at least a diversified deal.
Diversified deal.
So I don't know what to do, you know? I don't know what to do.
McDonald's. It just, this really sucks. Because I've done nothing wrong. Fuck you. You're a liar. That's your own fault. It's a lack of self-control, you know?
Lack of self-control. Yes. This hasn't aged very well. 2021. Lack of self-control. 1651.
I didn't lose my partnership with Curse because I did anything wrong. It had nothing to do with that. And my channel now not being able to be monetized, I didn't do anything wrong. Because if I had done something wrong,
I didn't do anything wrong.
Ads with Curse. It's some weird shit going on behind the scenes, right? That's screwed up. And I don't see any way to fix it. I'm solely reliant on YouTube.
Looking at his phone, by the way, it's WWE Champions time. Even though I know it's not in this video, but this is a great clip.
Just to maybe approve the appeal, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. By the way, hint, hint. McDonald's has now accepted my job application. This negative stuff is happening, and I didn't create it. It's not like, oh, Phil did something wrong, and now he's being punished for it. It's nothing like that at all. And this is what I mean. Like, this really sucks.
When has it been like that? I don't remember a single time when he was like, yeah, I was wrong and I got punished for it. I can't think of one time. With all the partnerships and all the sagas and all the friends and girlfriends and whatever. It was actually one girlfriend and one wife and one cat and one Rambo.
All these situations I've been in recently is not a situation where Phil did something wrong, you know.
I'll fess up. You know, when I do something wrong on Twitch, I insult some guy on stream for his physical appearance, which I shouldn't do. Okay, I did something wrong. I'll take that. I'll take the punishment for that because I.
Okay, that kid did something wrong. Okay.
And I did something wrong.
This is a situation where once again
I've done nothing.
Absolutely nothing wrong whatsoever.
Very nice.
And I'm getting punished like I did, you know. So literally, what's happened is a revenue stream has now been cut out and stolen from me.
And the rest of the board goes unselected.
What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? And I've done nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong. Yet again.
Lose it. You know what I mean? Like, nothing was done wrong. I've been completely screwed over here.
Yo, I'm going to get ad block. I don't give a fuck. While this rolls, I'm going to be installing ad block. This is now going to be a live tech support stream. Let's see the extensions for Microsoft Edge, the hottest browser of 1965. Now, it's not terrible, but it's just kind of, I don't know, a little bit not as good as anything else. but it gives me good performance for my stream. So I'll keep using it, guys. It's all about that. Ad block, ad block, ad block. Where's the one? I want the one. This should be the one. Okay, sure. They should all work in kind of the same way. Okay, and once again, I've done nothing wrong. Let me see, did this install without anything being wrong? Oh, I can also get extensions from the Chrome store. That's pretty awesome. Because the Microsoft store sucks. Oh, turn on sync. I don't want sync. Oh, okay, now we have this. Now we have this. Okay, let's give this a quick refresh. Now it should be okay. Yeah, I know I should use the uOrigin one, but they should all work the same. This should be good enough for now. Oh, there's 5 ads. Very nice. Okay, and we are back with the piggy.
Stream has now been cut out
This
and
epic
stolen
stream.
from me.
What
And
the
the rest of the
fuck?
board goes
What?
What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? And I've done nothing wrong. I didn't do anything to lose it. You know what I mean? Like, nothing was done wrong. I've been completely screwed over here by an
I don't know what angel fire means. I need to look it up later, I guess, because now
Automated
if I open a new tab, laptop is going into space.
that doesn't work. I mean, it's so stupid. Why last year did I have to create a dummy AdSense account in order to even get a partnership with Kurt? Doesn't even make sense, right? It literally makes no fucking sense that I had to do that.
Really?
I like how you're laughing too.
Well, it's funny.
It's hilarious, actually.
The Twitch streams have been great, but like I said, this month in particular, the Twitch streaming has been really good. You guys have been very supportive, so thank you for that.
As always, we come back around to everything's been amazing and you guys been amazing. Please give me more money.
But now I'm gonna lose all my YouTube revenue. I mean, see what I mean? It's like every time there's a positive in my life, a big nasty negative comes out of nowhere and negates it.
Karma, I don't know what to do anymore. This is ridiculous, and I can't not work. Like, people, oh, we're gonna...
It's almost as if you're not entitled to only good things happening in your life. I don't know.
Another job. That's not going to work. Any other job that I get will pay me less than what I do on the internet. It's true.
Maybe some freakish thing will happen.
Freakish
and over the
thing.
weekend, YouTube will review the situation and say, okay, the reason that your account can't get ads is because it has an invalid AdSense account on it. You're saying it's a dummy account. We get that. What we're going to do is we'll disassociate your account from that, and then you can link your valid AdSense account, and everything will be okay. All right. But judging with the experiences I've had working with YouTube in the past, I don't think that's going to happen.
I swear people over the years think that, like, I'm so...
Killer Grooves in chat says he'd been losing that house ever since he bought it. Well, because he moved to Washington without being certain of how the future is going to go financial-wise, and he didn't have savings, so he blew out all the money that he got and that he also generated while moving there through all the vlogs and stuff. He just blew it away on the house, and in the end of the day, it happened that he had no money left. So back to begging.
Against having a regular job. I'm not. I had a regular job my entire life until I started YouTube as a job in 2011. All right. I'm the one who always seems schizophrenic and chaotic, and I'm actually the ultimate schizophrenic. Why do you think I was laid off from my job, you know, in 2010? My whole life, I did a regular job, whether it was an office job, sales job, fast food. I've always had a bank job. I've always had a regular job, and I'm not against that, but I know.
Oh my god, this guy. Why is he fucking looking homeless, man? And this entire time, like, I've been kind of avoiding it because I don't give a fuck about how he looks, but dude looks homeless. And this is how you show up on stream. Looking like this, like you just rolled out of bed and you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Like, he's been on a fucking drinking bender. Maybe he had. I don't know. He's fucking insane, bro. Also, Jay Kramer in chat, he bought that house assuming that he would be making the same amount of money for the rest of his life, which is idiotic. Exactly, like, that's what he does with everything. He's like, I'm gonna buy this, and I'll be paying it off, but I assume that everything's gonna be as good as it is now. Which, a job like YouTube, which is not a job, that you can't expect that. It's gonna be ups and downs. It's gonna be a Emerald 7 that shows up with all the gifted subs, and then there's gonna be a bunch of chargebacks, probably.
The situation I'm in is pretty much untenable at this point. If I get a normal job, I need to make a certain amount of money to pay my bills, and I'm making it, or I was making it, doing this on the internet, right? The problem is, things keep fucking me over, like, every fucking year.
If I can't get ads back, I want to leave DSPGaming there as an archive forever.
Massive why pose. Why? Like, why? What's with this? It takes me so much effort to literally just, like, do this. He needs to be very passionate to just stay like this, and then do T-poses, and then do, like, other stuff. I don't know. Weird,
and
man.
The bright side here is that the channel is not gone. Last month, the channel was gone, and I got it back, which was great. So at least it's there.
The legacy is intact.
Here's the future. There more?
Not like, oh no, YouTube monetization's gone. I'm completely now screwed, and I'm done.
Oh, now we're on shaky chair mode when he was texting support. So it's gonna be very, very, very interesting.
I have Twitch. I could continue to do what I love for a living. It's just, can I make enough doing it this way? You know what I mean? Can I make enough doing it this way in order to keep doing what I love?
Zoning out?
After 10 years, you know? So there are good things. So anyway,
this thing that you love? Dude, you look like you live in a fucking cardboard box. Look at this guy. He loves what he does, by the way. Loves it. Awesome. Can't take a shower, touching his face, rubbing his nose. Literally like he just woke up. Like he was sleeping until now. Come on,
I'm actually going back and looking at all the videos on KO Gaming. The truth is that actually, in reality, not all the videos got demonetized, but...
Oh my god, the chair. Look at this.
I'm going to test it today. Here's what I'm going to do. Since
Look
this is a
at this.
You have KO Gaming, you don't need a new channel. You're actually right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to upload my... I'm going to attempt to upload my archives to KO Gaming tonight, okay, and see what happens. Will they be demonetized or not?
What happened? Let's spam some more and see what happens. Jesus Christ. Humans are gonna see these videos. Humans are gonna be. And then they're gonna think about, dude, why am I subbed to this guy who uploads this recycled garbage? Looks exactly the same. Every video has a thumbnail that is a 1, a 2, a chapter 3, a chapter 5. The same fucking shit. And people would think about this. But he doesn't consider you people. It's just like things that generate him the money. The views. Doesn't matter if it's people. People is the guys that are tipping. They're people.
Let's find out. Let's take a look.
And the people in chat that tell him all the things that he wants to believe. That's people. And everybody else, you're like, whatever. Doesn't matter. You're just the viewer.
Actually, what happens when it comes to that, right?
Clown mode. Engage.
It goes into hyper mode, which is doing right now. Both legs are shaking because I'm nervous about everything going on today. Obviously, real talk, you know, this could be a really bad financial thing for me. Or, like I said, maybe this is a positive thing. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the kick in the ass to say, forget YouTube. Enough is enough. Just screw it. Right?
This is the kick in the ass.
Apparently, there's a campaign to get my Twitter banned.
Wow.
Oh my god.
How could you get my Twitter banned? I haven't done anything wrong on Twitter at all.
I'm good at lying.
He was taking massive sips of gin back in the day. He was. I'm very certain of that. He looks exactly that type. Like, look at this dude, man. Come on. Imagine waking up to this.
I've literally never done anything
I know, it's
wrong
funny,
on Twitter.
DSP.
How could they get it banned? All I do is I post up pictures of the movies I'm watching. I post up my daily schedule, right? And I advertise my streams. And every once in a while, I'll do a random random tweet here or there. That's usually cordial. Very rarely do I do anything on Twitter that's even considered.
Alright, get the fuck out of here. You call people assholes, shitheads, mentally ill. But I guess that's not in writing. He just says it in a video, which doesn't count. But I don't know why they would want to cancel his Twitter and shut it down or get it banned or whatever.
Like
I don't know. More like nowadays his Twitter, because Twitter is fucking trash. That shouldn't be on Twitter. Just wasting some Twitter server space that could have been occupied by hentai.
So I don't even know what in the holy hell they could do to try to get my Twitter banned. That makes no sense at all to me. Diffuse the door did a 601-bit cheer. He says, Phil supporting, cause here I care, but how does retraining yourself and getting a job in something new, Twitch won't last forever? Like I told you guys, the problem here with doing that is
that you're unemployable. And your degree doesn't mean anything because you can't apply the knowledge from your degree because your brain is full of gin. And you've had a gap in your resume of 10 years. Nobody wants you. Why would they take you? And even if they took him at McDonald's, he's not fit to work at McDonald's. He can't stay on his feet for 8 hours straight. He can't be flipping burgers for 8 hours straight. And also, he can't take shit by somebody telling him that he needs to be faster, or he needs to work harder, or he needs to show up on time. He can't take that shit. He's gonna quit like 2 days in. Because that's how these jobs are.
No, I doubt, first of all, I'd even be able to get a job. There's so much slander about me on the internet right now. Crazy amounts of slander, okay? The first things that come up when you search for me on the internet, DSPGaming Know Your Meme, DSPGaming on Wikitubia, which has false information, although some of it's fair, an article about me from 2012, the Lol Cow Wiki.
A Lol Cow. Hey, I have this open. It's actually the Wikitubia. It's not the Lol Cow Wiki, but it has basically the same content. Lol Cow.
Wow.
Which is awful, and no one should ever fucking look at it. But it comes up as the 5th search thing.
Obviously.
And you start getting, you know, videos of my accident.
He was the guy that got caught masturbating in front of children.
It's the guy watching his Twitch.
Is that really him? Is he the one that got caught? Matt?
Yes.
Really? Yes.
You know, from 2 years ago. Like, everything on there is like, you know, we would read it and be like, man, you know, look at this stuff. You know, and a lot of it is slander. You know, a lot of it is just slander bullshit. It's not true. Or it's
what's not true?
Context.
Fuck that, Phil. You are a dirty, rotten liar.
So now, how do you expect, you know, me to pass any kind of a background check for a job outside of something
obviously. And it's not just this. Even if you pass the background check, nobody gives a fuck about you enough to keep you working there when you are a DSP. They can just hire some 15, 16, 17-year-old guy who's going to work a little bit harder or a lot harder than DSP. He's just kind of worthless as a worker. Come on. He's not employable by anybody ever. If he wanted to be, he could have learned how to edit videos throughout his entire 13 years of generating garbage. Could have learned how to edit a simple fucking video, and he could be doing this for a freelance job, a couple of hours a day, and he wouldn't be making nearly as much money as he does now, because obviously it's freelance work. But there's a lot of things you can learn by being a YouTuber, and a lot of skills that you can apply. Come on, learn some After Effects, Premiere Pro, some other shit, maybe some fucking Sony Vegas or whatever. It's just editing software. It's kind of basic anyways. Come on. Put a little bit of effort.
You know what I mean? Like, who on earth is going to hire me in real life to do a job when the first thing
yeah, Jack Christo, he has been fired from every job that we know of, and every partnership that did not want him, he was basically denied or rejected. Or people got in contact with them and they told him, hey, look, this is who you're giving money to, and they pulled back. It's not about trolling, and it's not about a lol cow. It's all about his qualities, which are not a lot of, and are not valuable for employment. That's kind of how it is.
you do when you go.
And the more time goes on, the less employable he's going to be. Where he's going to be at the point where he's going to be hoping that his parents die and leave him something so he could go back to Connecticut or get the money to exist. Which money is going to be spent on nonsense. Unless he literally has like a conservatorship or somebody literally preventing him from using the money. Because he is so reckless as a 40 fucking year old man. Come on.
On the internet and see all this shit. You see what I mean?
All this shit.
That's your fault. You're the one who created that economic situation.
Yeah. You created the monster.
You unleashed the monster, and now your complaint is, well, the monster's too powerful to control.
It's too powerful.
Well, fuck you. That's your fault. That's your fault.
Toxicity is massively strong.
Business model. You created a flawed business model, and now you're saying there's nothing you can do about it. No, it's your business. It's my fault.
It's your business.
Yeah, everything's always my fault.
It literally
You're
is.
right.
And people think it's funny, you know? No, Omniscia says they wouldn't Google DSP. I didn't Google DSP. I just searched for my real name, Philip Burnell, and all that's the first shit that comes up.
Yeah, because that's what you're all about. You're all about drama and being a funny guy to look at. That's all about. It's not about the quality of your stuff, because there is none. Not about your skill set, because there is none. Outside of talking in circles, I think he's the best guy who can talk in circles. He should be in politics.
Because that's years and years and years of organized slander and organized defamation.
Organized
this entire
slander.
presence about me is disgusting. I'd have to move to another country and do something not internet related.
This would literally not help. Because your name is still the same name. If you change your name to, I don't know, Filippo Bernelli, maybe that's gonna work. But I don't fucking know about Phil Burnell going to a different country. You can go to outer space if you want. Your name's still gonna pop up, and you're still gonna be the guy. Come on, you should know better.
In order to get a job, I'm serious, you know?
But that's what happens when you're a hypocritical douchebag on the internet. What else can I say? I mean, these people don't want to ever look in the mirror at themselves. They just want to criticize others.
So that's what I mean. How on earth would I get a job? Imagine if I went and I applied for a job at any of the cool Amazon. Or I applied for a job at Microsoft. I applied for a job at Boeing. Those are the 3 big employers out here.
What? Microsoft? As what? As a beggar? I don't think they hire on that position. That's all taken. Who else? Boeing? Well, what the fuck are you gonna do in fucking there? What are you gonna do at Amazon? He can't close packages all day. That's actual intense work. And I've worked in a warehouse when I went to fucking study in college, the first year. It's hard fucking shit. And they push you all the time to do better, especially in fucking Amazon. He would be thrown out during his trial period or whatever. He's literally not good for anything outside of creating stuff that people watch and make fun of. There is nothing else that he is talented at. Jesus Christ.
The first thing they do is go to the internet and search for me and go, what the hell is all this? And then they get lost in the fucking black hole. You see what I mean?
Yeah, because you created this. You made this drama through 10 years of stuff. Come on.
So it's not going to happen. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. Because of all the shit that these kids have done. These kids who
it's the kids' fault. It's not my fault, you guys. The kids' fault. I don't know. How are kids gonna make you jerk off on stream? It's very illegal.
All funny games and trolling have literally destroyed my chances of getting a good job outside of the internet.
Why on this planet do we have to always play the blame game?
And then on top of all that, like I said, what are the chances that I will get a job with a starting position that pays good money, right?
No, you don't deserve one. You're not gonna get it, and you shouldn't expect it because I don't know. You put yourself in this position. Have 0 skills. Why would you be expecting any money? That is good. That is good enough for YouTube. He could still do streaming for like 2 days a week on the weekends. He could do it if he really wants to, and then I think he's gonna make much more money. And additionally, the money from his actual 40-hour per week job. But still, he doesn't. This man is not capable of this. And I would advise you to not expect him to get a real job. I would rather expect the moon to slam into Earth and he will be the only person to survive than him actually getting a real job. Because he's not capable of it. Look at this man. He's not capable of it. He didn't even fucking wash his face before he came on stream. Supposedly. I just made this up. But this man, he can't. He can't work an entry-level job. He can't work a mid-level job. He can work a high-level job because he doesn't have the qualifications. Come on. How about a Walmart greeter in chat? I don't even know if he can do that. He's gonna start begging out of nowhere. It's gonna be like, hello guys, welcome to Walmart. Enjoy your stay, but please tip me. That's how it's gonna be. They're gonna fire him day 2. There's no way. His ego will not allow him to work at a shitty job, because then people are gonna talk shit and they're gonna tell him that he's slow, or he's not working hard enough, or he's too late, or this and that, and people are not gonna enjoy him, generally. He can't work a mid-level job because he doesn't have qualifications for anything. Not anything. He can't be a content writer for a journalism site because his vocabulary is 12 words out of 4 of which are please tip me, which is 3 words, but please tip me now. That's his vocabulary, 4 words. And then he doesn't have a skill set to be an editor, to be a writer, to be a presenter, to be a narrator, because you've heard his narrations on KO Gaming. That shit is trash. He doesn't have skills to be anything. Why expect it? Because he put himself in a position where he needs to be making big money, and he can't. Even though we know until this day he does, but you know what I'm saying.
That I would be okay with, you know, and it makes up enough money to cover YouTube, what YouTube was making me. Oh, by the way, plus I need to still somehow make as much money as I was making on Twitch. It's not gonna happen. You see what I mean?
No, you don't have to do that. It's not gonna happen because it's an unrealistic expectations. Don't expect that. Just lower your expectations. To you, how about first being able to survive? Because this house costs a lot to be in, and it's not all that great of a house. It's not very home type of vibe. If you've seen his former vlogs, his old ass vlogs, you can watch Tevin stream about that. Like, come on, man. You need to be able to survive first and not expect to make as much money. Jay Kramer in chat, he'll want to take 6 breaks every time he works and come back whenever he feels like, which won't fly. The dude, bro, in a warehouse, let's say you have 1 30-minute break a day. That's best case in like the best company. Have 1 30-minute break, 2 15-minute breaks, where you have to decide when to eat. This dude, it's gonna be fucking late. He's gonna be late for work. He's gonna be, oh, the DSP forgot to clock in, and all this fucking shit. It's gonna be a clown show. And then he's gonna come to stream on a Saturday, because that's when he's gonna be making the streams, because that's how I see it. He's gonna come to stream on a Saturday, be like, fucking Amazon, man. They fucking suck. What a shithead fucking company. My team leader, my captain of my shift, he said I'm fucking too slow. I didn't even know I should clock. Man, they didn't even fucking told me. Fuck this guy.
And by the way, good suggestion. Someone said you should... Oh, John said you should disable comments already on...
Yeah, Homer in chat says, you have to understand, Phil is a narcissist. He will never work an entry-level job because he thinks he's above everyone of us plebs. Yeah, not only because that he would do badly, he would have a bad performance, he also thinks he's above this because he's been doing one of the most highly regarded jobs that, you know, people like him could have, you know, an internet gamer for money. So yeah, he thinks of course he's above you. There was even this cool clip. Let's go and try and check this out if YouTube's gonna let me load into it. Now this was called, let's say, I think I'm better than you. Streamer. And this was... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. This was some guy on Twitch making a very nice statement that I very much agree with, of course.
That I want to relate to them. I want them to be witty. I want them to be cool. I want them to have that unique aspect.
Sorry if this is a little bit too low. The volume, that's just how it is.
But I need there to be a little bit of a relationship because I don't want to talk to a fucking wall.
Okay, but well, part of the thing for me is I specifically don't want my viewers to have any kind of relationship with me. So like that's like it kind of works out, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of like I'm hitting my goal, but
No, you totally are.
And as weird as that sounds, and it's like it's kind of like low key like God complex kind of thing. Is I don't feel like many of my viewers should relate themselves to me because. And this is like super like kind of like God like kind of weird is like I do think of myself as better than or not better but like bigger. There's no good way to say this. I think of myself as like above the average person, so I don't feel like many.
Of course, obviously. You're a Twitch streamer. You play games for money. Of course, you're better than the average person who works in a fucking grocery store or whatever. Of course. I'm kidding, by the way. This guy is full of shit. And DSP has the exact same opinion of this. Yeah.
On KO Gaming, because you know the first thing that's going to happen is people are going to try to go over there and just be nasty. You're absolutely right, and I'm doing that right now. I just did it. I just got rid of comments, so there you go.
Oh, amazing. Congrats, Phil. You just decreased your engagement by 30%, 50%, 40%. You just decreased your engagement. Congratulations, because of people that would leave you mean comments. Thanks a lot, Phil. Amazing.
Celebratory toast. Everyone, if you have a drink, raise your glass with me, or your can, or your chalice, or your flute, whatever it is that you may drink from. Let's have a celebratory toast to being done with that fucking shit.
Yeah, congratulations. Here we didn't have the erroneous partnership loss, which I'm very confused by. We should have had that. And maybe that's in the raw video, but we're not going raw today. Now here, he didn't really even fucking talk about curse all that much. He talked about the after curse, the thing. Let's see the actual fucking curse thing. Saltiest Man Alive. It's an actual feature-length movie. Big Ups Memology 101. I don't even know what kind of content this dude's been making since, I don't know. He tried a lot of different stuff. There was some controversies with him. Almost like 500,000 subs. It's great. He started out making literally DSP shitpost videos, and then it got him, like, he started doing some more like journalism-based stuff, which is pretty cool. Oh, now it's just Biden, impeachable offense. Okay, we're getting political a little bit here, but
this is not that kind of a stream. If you want this, then get the fuck out of my stream.
Okay, sounds good. What is Pultavi in Laveria media? I would like to try this. I would like to check this out, but I really need to go to the freaking bathroom. So I'm gonna be back in like 2 seconds, and I will play the starting soon screen so you can listen to my rap song, and I'll be right back. Okay, sound good.
I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
Big, 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 big. All I see you do is big, 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 big. Little piggy, why you?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If I could get down on my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on camera, I would do it. Okay, I seriously would do it. I need you to help support everything, all right?
Big, 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 big,
what?
Big. All I see you do is big, 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 big.
What?
Little piggy, why you?
And the only thing I would need to say, guys, please, if you at all can, if you want to help me out the most, please tip me. Right now, behind the scenes, there's stuff going on that I don't want to really disclose, but I am completely and utterly strapped for cash, and it's in a bad situation because I have bills coming up, and I'm nervous, and, you know, if you tip me now, that's funds that are going straight to my bills until I get paid by Twitch in the next week. But I'm not the kind of person that's going to sit here and say, please buy this shirt, please subscribe, please do this, please sub, please thumbs up the video, please see my other channels, please. When do you ever hear me talking like that in a video? I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
Big, 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 big. All I see you do is big, 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 big. Little piggy, why you?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If I could get down on my hands and knees and say
Okay,
thank you,
everybody, I'm back. Let's go.
I would do it. Okay, I seriously would do it. I need you to help support.
And let's see how this goes. And again, as always, chat is gone because it's super reliable. Oh, there we go. We got it back. We should be up and running right now. Now let's go to DSPGaming, Curse Network, and so on. So DSP tries management issues with Pultavi and Laveria Media, and as far as I know, Laveria is not a real company. So they tried to scam him. Oh, this is what we're gonna watch first, because it's the curse thing. And the curse thing was if I am not super wrong. Before this thing that we just watched about the faulty, erroneous bullshit nonsense, okay? According to DSP, I'm working while watching this stream. Lol, it's a hard life, I know. Yeah, there are jobs that you can be watching this stream and working, and everything will be chill. Yeah, there are all kinds of jobs. It's 2021. Being a streamer isn't the only great job. There's a bunch of them. Breaking news, everybody. DSP emergency.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to beg.
I had no plans to do this
I have
whatsoever.
no plans to beg.
Right now. Basically,
wait, I watched this. I watched this already, and you watched this too.
Because now
something has gone horribly wrong.
To the point where I'm not even exaggerating.
Everything went wrong on Twitch.
Like, I don't know what's going to happen. So here's what's going on. And I didn't want to talk about it publicly at all. I just want to make this perfectly clear. I didn't want to bother you guys with this, but now I have to, and it sucks. Okay?
Chat comment by Timo. This was a time when Machinima was cutting Phil's revenue. Yeah, it is possible, but I want to check out exactly what it was, because the previous video that we watched, he spent more time talking about his actual stupid AdSense accounts, his dummy bullshit, and how he couldn't get a job, which we already know why.
As you guys know, I have a partnership on Twitch, here on Twitch, where I live stream, and I have a partnership on YouTube for my YouTube channels, right?
But what happened?
Well, here's what happened, guys. As you know, DSPGaming,
DSP
my main
Gaming
YouTube channel where I upload all my gameplay videos. I do so on a daily basis, and this has been the channel for 8 years, over 8 years, where daily I put my blood, sweat, and tears into putting out gameplay footage for you guys, and I've had
blood, sweat, and tears. Oh yeah, it's exactly the same fucking video, and I think this one is even uncut.
Your channel's been released. Okay, fine. DSPGaming's been released. Now
Oh,
I can't
it's
sleep.
fine.
I'm thinking, man, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, we
I'm not even
heard
kidding.
that.
As I was doing the pre-stream today, I went to check my emails, and it said, oh, you know, okay, your channel's been released. Okay, fine. DSPGaming's been released. So I went on a break quick before I started gameplay. I said, all right, I'm just going to link it to the AdSense and get the ads enabled in bulk, and we'll see what happens. I go to the channel, and it says,
DSP Gaming has been is not valid for monetization because
Yeah, that's bullshit. We watched it already. I don't want to put you through this again. Now, getting his tips trolled, kicked out of Twitch partnership. Very nice. Now I want to know why the curse thing happened, because we're here to learn a lot, right? It's an educational, scientific style stream. So I need to watch this exact thing. Now this is it's been Curse Entertainment. Okay, there's some description in this, but this is a way too long video to watch right now. So I'll try and I find the best part of the video. Manuel in chat says, dude, his eyes. He always has a crazy wide-eyed stare when talking, especially when lying. When he wants you to believe him very much and he wants to convince you very much, his eyes are just blowing up. Now, let's see what it says here. Ever since DSP got fired from Machinima, he's been with Curse Entertainment with content ID problems because DSP isn't a managed partner anymore. Okay. Oh, and there's even chapters. Very nice. Ad sensitive, deception, origins, deception. This is not very descriptive, but let's just check this out. Okay, managed partnership protects you from third-party music claims and Nintendo content. As we know, Nintendo is a detractor, so of course. DSP takes an offer from an unknown MCN named Pultavi. DSP unlinked DSPGaming and KO Gaming and was struck with YouTube new monetization policy when 200 plus advertisers left YouTube because of AdSense account. Oh no, because of ads on racism and terrorist videos. Yeah, this did happen. The adpocalypse was pretty tough for some. It'll take 10k views or more to begin monetization with an AdSense account. The problem is that DSP was banned from AdSense in 2010 after getting laid off from his job. His fans thought they would help him out by clicking the ads after he told them to do it a year before. It resulted in his AdSense being shut down. This could have also been the trolls. We never know. Could have been the trolls. Now, I guess when he was with Machinima, it got unbanned or had the possibility to create a new one. Which, yeah, he did. He said before Curse, I think. Now, after that, he gets tricked into accepting an invite from Pultavi's parent MCN, Laveria Media. The CEO, Dan Warren, also started Origin 8 as a sub-network in 2014. Origin 8 couldn't sustain any more income in 2015. Okay? Dan created Laveria Media in 2015. Due to DSP accepting the invite, the metadata for Laveria Media was found on KO Gaming. Okay, sounds good. Good for now. The managed partnership was never achieved. DSP was deceived by Pultavi and Laveria Media, but that karma for because he scammed his fans in 2015 by overpromising a new version of Project 7, which we know how this turned out. I made a stream about it. Project 7 trash, only to underdeliver. But this has a lasting impact on DSP when DSPGaming was hit with a false copyright strike, causing him to delete hundreds of pre-streams to lose over 1 million views. And on YouTube, if you don't know, it's terrible to actually delete stuff that has views because it hits you in the algorithm. You lose a bunch of views. And that's how it's been working for a lot and kind of sucks. False copyright strike, causing him to delete hundreds of pre-streams, etc. So after the false promise of delayed managed partnership, DSP quit Pultavi and rejoined Curse. What an epic fucking guy. Now this is, oh, that's a big rabbit hole. Jesus Christ. It's a pretty thick video. Let's see what happens here. Let's see, somewhere around here, so we know it's a proper video. Oh, this now we're going to a look back at his Google AdSense days. Very nice.
Just right now, it was announced on the internet. A big story came out that Blip.tv, which is now just called Blip, they actually rebranded a couple of years ago.
Okay, let me just check the actual date on this. So it's 20th of July. Now Curse Network, and here somewhere we have Laveria. Okay, Laveria, and what was it? I think this is true. Okay, I think it's correct. Now we open it like this, and okay, that's the new arc. See, it's 4, but then this was somewhere in between. Now this is, what year did it say? I'm getting completely lost in all this data. 2015. Oh, so it was somewhere in between of, what the fuck? Okay, I'm giving you fake news right now. This is my raw reaction to it, so I'm kind of deceiving you. So let's see the actual truth of the matter, of the reality of the bottom line.
Just right now, it was announced on the internet. A big story came out that Blip.tv, which is now just called Blip, they actually rebranded a couple of years ago and just called themselves Blip, not Blip TV anymore. You might not know who that is. I don't blame you. I actually was only with Blip TV for about 2 months through late 2010 into the first month of 2011. And during that period of time was a time when I had been laid off from my office job that I worked at for around 5 years. I was blindsided by this. I didn't know what I was going to do for money because there was no one hiring in Connecticut for the same kind of job or at the same kind of pay grade that I was at when I was laid off.
Well, because you don't deserve it and you're not qualified. Yeah, but there was, of course, the problem is that nobody was hiring, right? I know what you mean.
And YouTube had shut me down, saying that the ads that I had on my videos on YouTube were being illegally clicked. even though I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that literally happened. Let's see about here. Let's go a little bit in the future, because this we already went over. Despite DSP Gaming being monetized for 6+ years, I have to wait for YouTube to manually approve whatever. Nobody cares. Just DSP drama. And this is May 1st, 2017.
YouTube just lost over 250 of their major advertiser providers, meaning people that used to advertise, companies that used to advertise on the website.
It's actually hard to believe that this was his face in 2017. Because nowadays, oh my god, this dude is out of his thing. But yeah, the audio is low because the video's audio is low, and I literally can't get my headphone audio to get higher than this. It's on 0 dB. I can give it a little bit of gain. Let's see, like this. A little bit. But I don't know, that might be a little bit too loud.
The website, because they determined that their ads were being shown on inappropriate videos that were adult
this should
content
be okay now.
that they didn't want to advertise on, videos that were terrorism, racism, all kinds of that kind of stuff. And places like Walmart, Starbucks, huge companies that were paying YouTube tons of money to advertise, pulled away and said, we're not coming back till you fix your system. So last month, in April, it was announced by YouTube that they were changing the way that they were going to enable channels to have monetization because of this issue. They realized the advertisers want some kind of check and balance. So YouTube announced that they were going to have a criteria. You need to have 10,000 views total on your YouTube channel in order to get monetization.
Yeah,
And
that kind of makes sense.
YouTube said publicly. They didn't mention anything else about content of the channel. They didn't mention anything else about a new review process. Nothing. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? YouTube did not disclose that not only do you need 10,000 views on your channel, you also need to have your YouTube channel approved for an AdSense account. Yes, a personal AdSense account, regardless of the fact if you're going to use that AdSense account yourself to run ads or if you're going to partner with a network. YouTube is now requiring that you have an AdSense account associated with your channel to start before you can even get approval, okay? Then, if you have 10,000 views and you have an AdSense account on your YouTube channel that's associated with it and approved, then it goes to an approvals queue, which YouTube says can take up to a week for them to review. And once they've reviewed it and said, okay, we don't see anything bad on your channel that advertisers wouldn't want to be associated with, then you
Why the fuck are you so salty about this? It's literally, YouTube is a massive fucking corporation that lets you do all this shit for free and gives you access to all this shit for free. And the ability for this stupid ass, this stupid motherfucker, stupid, lazy, incompetent dude to be making a living. And he still fucking complains because they don't give him, this massive corporation doesn't give him the attention of a human being every time he demands it. This fucking idiot, who can't do anything else than sit on his ass and beg and stream video games.
Finally get the ability to run ads on your channel, and or you finally get the ability to have your channel partnered with a new network. For example, Machinima, Curse, what's the other one? Fullscreen, any of those networks. They all now have to have all this stuff done behind the scenes first before they can partner your channel. This is brand spanking new. Even the partnership network that I am now attempting to partner with didn't know anything about this. YouTube told no one. They just literally rolled it out and told no one. Again, yes, they've done this ever since I started on YouTube. They make changes without telling anyone about them, and we all have to figure it out for ourselves, okay? So, what is going on with me? Why is this bad? Why am I stuck with no ads on DSP Gaming or KO Gaming? Well, I was partnered with Curse Network, and they were running ads and everything was fine. YouTube made this new change behind the scenes, okay? Not telling anybody.
Oh, this dude, I'm just so fucking confused because I've been sitting here for hours listening to what sounds like the same shit. And I can't even figure out if this is the same clips I've fucking listened to already. Now, I don't care about this ads. I care about the Laveria stuff. Deception. Let's start with here. I think this is going to be... Okay, let's start with this.
Let's link KO Gaming, and then let's start the process to get it into the managed partnership. Oh, they said, okay. So, they said they're going to send an invite. So, I'm waiting. Finally, about halfway through the day, this thing pops up, and it says, Laveria Media has invited you to their network. I'm like, who the hell is Laveria Media?
Also, the SOK talked to former employees of Laveria. Very interesting. Let's see what the SOK came up with. Amazing organization.
Expose. Expose.
So, okay, so from July 2015, when Origin 8 ended, this dude created Laveria Media, which has started in July 2015. Wow, what a coinkydink. Hmm.
Yeah. You exposed, bitch. You exposed. If you got no games, you exposed, bitch. You exposed. You exposed. You exposed.
Okay, nice song.
Can you tell us like how you got involved in the first place? Like how did this all start?
Let me check how loud this is.
Okay. And by he you mean Daniel, the CEO of Laveria Media. Okay. And so I don't want to get too personal. It's just for the sake of the story.
The SOK, I got questions, what is the SOK, which is a very, very deep rabbit hole. Well, generally the SOK was a YouTube channel of a bunch of guys who did not like DSP and wanted to take him down. And in the end, it happened that they were involved in what is referred to as gay ops, which, for those who don't know, gay ops is basically trying to fuck somebody who is on the internet in real life. And they tried to fuck with DSP, and they had some internal struggles, after which they disbanded and were most of them kind of dishonored, let's say. And that's about it.
Yeah. Like when did you guys start dating? Like how did this all start?
2014.
Okay.
In October. And then we broke up in July of 2016, which is when I left the company. So when I answered you that I'd left personally, that was why.
So when you talked with Daniel, can you explain to us like Origin 8? Because it looks like on the listing and stuff like that, it looks like you were involved in Origin 8, which might have been like his first project.
I was only involved very loosely because I got involved as it was ending. He ended Origin 8 to start Laveria.
Do you know, other than just to start Laveria, why someone would end, or why specifically he ended Origin 8? Did he not like the name? Was there something wrong with
Origin 8 wasn't an MCN, it was a subnetwork. And I'm sure you're aware of the current policies, so it was no longer able to sustain any income as just a subnetwork, so we created an MCN.
Okay. Was this just...
That was kind of what DSP have been doing with the AdSense account. Well, I couldn't keep doing this, so I made this now. But I guess it was all legal and all right. I don't know if it was an actual scam. We're about to find out, probably.
Like a hobby? Was this something that he legitimately wanted to get into? Is this like a career path that you guys were trying to plot out?
It was a career path, I'd say.
Okay. Now we're at Laveria. Okay, so you got involved loosely with Origin 8, like just sort of maybe just helping with different things behind the scenes? Or...
I created the business plan. I was only in business development. I didn't do anything with clients.
Okay. And you sound very bright and on top of things, so that might have been a good idea for him to get you for that. So he starts Laveria, and you, like, what's the goal? What's the idea here behind this Laveria?
Originally, it was supposed to be a transparent
this
network.
Can go louder.
I'm sure
Holy shit.
None of them, but it was supposed to change it up completely and be able to provide amazing support that was on time and that knew that creators were supposed to come first.
Oh, that's exactly what DSP was looking for. I gotta be honest with you guys. He wants instant support by a person who's gonna solve his problem.
And that's everything I had out in the business plan. I still have copies of it everywhere. And that's what it was supposed to be. I left not only because of everything else, but it wasn't doing what I wanted for the company. So I left. And I couldn't say what they're doing now because I don't know. I only still have contact with Christian.
Sure. When this started, was it the same sort of when you left? I saw there's like a focus on giving people managed partnerships. Was everyone that partnered with Laveria promised or actually given managed partnership status on YouTube?
When I was a part of it, or
right,
now?
When you were part of it?
It would have been yes, because how the system works is you start with a managed CMS. So everyone would have been given managed.
Our impression of YouTube is that a managed partnership is something to cherish. It's something very special, something that you have to be trusted with, and these bigger companies, they don't like to give them out. In your time with Laveria, did you guys Was it smooth sailing? Was it did you guys have problems with these different channels doing these type of things, or was it just kind of, you know, everything was great until you guys had some personal differences and you guys decided to sort of mutually end the arrangement?
Creating an MCN takes an incredibly long time. So by the time that I had left, they were only just partnering people.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be able to give you any like context regarding that.
Gotcha. You had mentioned that you were sort of, I don't know, in disagreement with being listed on this website.
Christian and Chris are both no longer with Laveria, but I do think Chris is going back. But I know that Christian and I want to be left out of it completely. We both moved on to another company. Wasn't the best idea, and we've moved on again.
Okay.
But Christian and I do still work together, but we have nothing to do with Laveria anymore. Nick Ricks, that's Dan's best friend. I wouldn't reach out to him. He wasn't a part of the company whatsoever. He was put there for publicity reasons.
Publicity reasons. Can you expand on that?
More so that he wanted to say he had experience.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he didn't do anything. So don't go there. And yeah.
So there was a little bit of padding, would you say? Like, I mean,
hey, is this camera?
Again, I don't want you to like bury anybody, but it just seemed like, you know, it seems like Daniel is recently in school. It seems like he's still in school. We saw a blog of his where it seemed like he was still posting up homework assignments. We're under the impression he's around 20, 22-ish. And it seems like he's just kind of a student who's putting this stuff together. I mean, are these fair characterizations or are we off the mark?
He's in university, yes.
So we started asking about other people that were associated with the company, and we asked about you, and so now you're here. So if you could you just kind of tell us, just to start, the beginnings of you and this company? How did you even get involved in Origin 8 or Laveria or however back it goes with this Daniel character?
Yeah, sure. So I had a friend, Christopher Brown, who I don't know if Nicole mentioned him, but he was also kind of part of the early team at Laveria. So he connected me with Dan, and they said they were starting up this amazing new MCN. And so I had a lot of, I actually still work in the MCN space for a different company. But so I had a lot of experience at the time. So, you know, he kind of convinced me to come on board. And what really ended up happening is that I agreed to come on board, and nothing really happened for like 8 months. So I really had very little involvement, even though I was technically part of the team. It was like the whole startup stage where really nothing was happening. There was very little communication between Dan and I. Maybe a few messages here and there. We had a couple calls over the course of 6 months or so. But I mean, really nothing. I have very little to do with Laveria. I had almost forgotten about it, honestly. And
wow.
Yeah, so there's really not much to tell, unfortunately.
Now, do you know that you are listed on the actual website? I believe you are listed as the you're Christian. You are the network manager. That's how you're being represented on this website.
Nice. Epic scam.
Okay. No, I didn't know that was still there.
Let me actually read you some of these. So we have Dan Warren as the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer. We have Nicole as the Partnership Manager. Christopher Brown is the Director of Operations. Kieran Johnson is the General Manager. You again, the Network Manager. And Nick Ricks is the Talent Manager.
Epic team.
Wow. I don't think, I mean, how many
one dude is in school, one dude doesn't know he worked there, one dude is there just to show that he worked somewhere. This is the company I want, DSP. Go right now. You're gonna get instant attention. That's what they told him, and he just jumped. Apparently,
those people actually still work for them. I think it's only Dan now.
The majority
it's Dan and Kieran.
So take us through this. So you said that when were you approached about this? Like, how did this happen again? You had a mutual friend, and you just sort of got involved based on that as an idea, as a startup.
Yeah, it was. I joined when it was basically a business plan, and that was it. It was Laveria was essentially a business plan that Nicole had written. So
makes sense.
And I agreed to come on and help with the things that I was good at.
Okay.
But I never got to really do anything. I mean, I helped with a few documents here and there for part of the business plan, and that was it. For the rest of it was me sitting around, just kind of waiting to hear some news. And I would check in every few weeks and say, "Hey Dan, any news?" And he would basically say no. So eventually I said, hey, Dan, I'm going to have to find an opportunity somewhere else because I'm, I was kind of,
we weren't getting paid.
Right. We weren't getting paid. And I had dedicated.
No. You guys got scammed. Wow. And it's so fucking convoluted the way that all this shit happened. And aside from that, the whole I fucking forgot the name of it. The whole catfish saga. That shit with the escort, it blows my mind that it could all happen to DSP. It's insane. He did nothing wrong. And now he's getting scammed too by some dudes that don't even know that they're running a company. It's very interesting.
I had made myself exclusive to Laveria, and I could have been working at any other MCN and actually getting paid.
Right.
So it wasn't a very good situation for me. So I ended up leaving.
When you left, did it feel like this was a real company with a focus and a direction, or did this seem like just a failed experiment or some sort of get rich quick?
If you had asked me the odds, like how likely do I think it is that Laveria will succeed as a company, I would have told you that they're not going to succeed. It would have been very slim.
Okay, and so you left based on just getting new opportunities, and like you said, you just didn't feel like it was gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't going anywhere. So.
And what do you think is the cause of that? Do you think it's inexperience? Do you think it's a lack of drive, or just what do you think is the cause of this?
Yeah, I'm sure it's just Dan being sort of not 100% with what he was doing. I know he had another job at the time, so he probably was pretty occupied and maybe a little complacent, honestly. If when you're starting a company, you kind of, I think there's no other option but to put 100% of your time and energy into it. And if he had another job, that obviously wasn't helping. That's what I saw, at least.
Okay. So you mentioned you didn't get paid. You mentioned that there was little communication. I mean, are there any other red flags? Like, was there something that struck you first that was like, okay, this might be bad, but I'll sort of stick it out? I mean, or was it bad right away?
Yeah, I mean, the only real red flag, that sort of thing. I mean, he would kind of say oh yeah, YouTube is gonna grant us this MCN privileges or whatever in a couple weeks, and he would basically say that every 2 weeks for 6 months straight. And so eventually I kind of caught on to the trend.
Nice scam, you guys. Very nice scam.
Obviously, and
efficient
that's when, I decided to leave.
The idea to offer managed partnerships, it seems like that is key to the business model, or at least their key incentive. We will give you managed partnership. Do you feel as though you guys at the time, and I can't exactly ask you to speak to their capabilities now, but at least for what you saw when you were there, were they capable of carrying out the added responsibility of having managed partnership? We talked a bit with Nicole about the added risk of things that your channels do, you're liable for.
The guy talking right now, if you don't know, his name is Fred Fox. He used to be the main guy in the Sons of Kojima, the SOK. And he was exposed to be a massive, if I could say the R word, massive retard. Big time.
We found out that
So he was doing all the gay ops behind the scenes and stuff. He was really, yeah. He wanted to really fuck over DSP, not just kind of make fun of him and make his content or whatever. He wanted to actually fuck over DSP. Which I think, I know, of course, some people think that they believe that DSP should get bad things happen to him, but I don't believe in going out yourself and doing bad stuff. I don't know. Just chill, just make fun of it. It's pretty funny.
One of the main channels that is carrying this MCN is a channel that just re-uploads a TV show called Naruto. It's called Animation Central or something like that. And It's this Brazilian channel that the only thing it does is just re-upload episodes of a TV show, and it's made private it's made unavailable in the United States for copyright issues. I mean, does this sound like something? Were you there when they partnered this channel, this animation thing?
I don't know anything about that, but what I can tell you is that YouTube right now and all MCNs do this, by the way. Laveria is not the only MCN that does this. there's plenty of every major MCN has channels like this that are really sketchy. They're kind of in the gray area of legal or not, or illegal. They're probably illegal. You know, if you're just re-uploading TV shows, you're not technically allowed to make money off of that, but they do make money. But recently YouTube has really cracked down. And so lots of MCNs are getting what they call the channel roll-up tool suspended, so they can't partner any more channels because they're getting too many channels that they do have partnered terminated. And so if you get over 1,000 in a 90-day period, you get your roll-up tool taken away. So MCNs are cracking down on that and unlinking a lot of channels. You saw Maker, probably you heard about Maker releasing thousands of channels. But yeah, as far as Laveria doing that, that's actually not anything that any other MCN doesn't do. What is sketchy, and that I just remembered now, is that I don't know if I should even say this, but because I guess I technically signed an NDA, but you know what, fuck it. I don't think it matters. So Dan was working with a Brazilian MCN.
Oh, and now the actual scams are starting. I feel like I haven't listened to this before, so I know about this probably even less than you do.
At the time, because Laveria was not an MCN when I was there. That's why I left, because they weren't even a business. They were just a business plan.
My business plan.
Now,
and so that Brazilian MCN, they were basically doing some sketchy thing that I never got the full details of it, but basically, from what I understand, another MCN was rolling up these channels, partnering these channels, and then having their contact at YouTube, someone who works for YouTube, transfer the channels into the Laveria CMS. Is that right, Nicole? It was something like that, right?
Originally, yes.
That's a little bit shady.
Talking about what's happening now, that isn't the case, but initially that was the case.
So can you kind of put that in layman's terms for us? Because obviously we have a lot of people here that, you know, they hear like CMS and rolling and all this stuff.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. So basically they were having channels sign up to another MCN, and then on the back end, without telling the creator, I assume, transferring it to Laveria. And that to me is pretty sketchy.
Really?
Very nice.
So a content creator thought that they were signing up with a different company, signing contracts, whatever legal documents, and without their knowledge or consent, they were being transferred to another one.
Unless I'm wrong, but that's what I understand, yeah.
Okay. And this is not illegal? This is just unethical, right? I mean,
it is now that the subnetwork policy is in place. It's like if you were signing to Maker, but you got put in Machinima CMS.
Okay. Christian, why does this sound like a scam? Why does Laveria sound like a scam to us? Like,
well, Laveria's a pretty shitty name, honestly, but I guess just because they're
sounds like a scam because it's a shitty name. Come on.
I mean, honestly, MCNs in general are just, they don't provide the value that they say they're gonna. I mean, it's
obviously they're literally just the middleman between you, who wants to make the money, and YouTube, who is giving the money. They just take a cut of your money, and they just let you earn money. That's what they do. It's useless, and that's why there have been so much drama of Maker Studios had all this drama with, I think, Ray William Johnson. Then there was Smosh, who were having drama with their MCN. Because it's just like, yeah, you make your content, you publish it, and they take a cut. And all they do is protect you against copyright and stuff.
It's so common. So I actually work for an MCN now. I won't say the name just because, you know, I don't think it's not important. But I talk to creators on a daily basis, and I'm part of the onboarding team. And so I talk to them about their experience with other MCNs. It's the most common thing I hear is that they are promised one thing and they don't get shit. Like they're promised the world. Like, you know, they're gonna have someone to talk to at all times. They're gonna, you know, have all these perks and benefits.
And what did they get? Gugats. That's what they got.
And they're gonna be able to shoot videos at the office or you know, whatever it is, and they don't get anything. They just get, you know, 40% of the revenue taken for a year, and then they get auto re-signed at the end of the year, and they don't even know about it. So if you're asking me why Laveria seems sketchy, it's probably because they're like every other MCN that kind of screws people over.
Very nice. Now Deception, the last chapter in the story.
With a company called
oh wow!
Pultavi. Every contract.
Hello, awesome. So this is from 14th of May 2017. Now let's write this here. January, February, May. Say here. We're gonna say Laveria. Okay, and it's things are a little bit close to each other, but it's not an exact timeline because yeah, it's just kind of to orient myself when I'm editing the new video and so on. So yeah, in here we're gonna add a bunch of stuff because we learned so much. So first of all, it's kind of a scam. Kind of a scam. Okay, the CEO dudes who work there were sketchy. I would say that at least. Now we put this here in Laveria. And now let's hear DSP stake. And after this, we're gonna update this. And I think I'm gonna end the stream after this video because I'm having people coming over later and I wanna go get ready and make some food and stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be part 2 of the research stream. And I'm not gonna be researching the next partnership, which was I think the Twitch one, because we already know what happened with that, and that you just gonna see in the video what's gonna come out.
Sign said it was the company I was partnered with is Pultavi, and that's the company I searched on the internet and I couldn't find any information about whatsoever. Okay, all of a sudden I get an invite from this other company, Laveria. I don't know who the hell they are, so I
Paul in chat says, I wonder what Leanne thought about all of this with Phil. Did she see the writing on the wall? I'm pretty sure she did. That's why she's gone. And she wasn't as stupid as people thought she was, because Cat is still around, and now he's a straight up whale and an alcoholic. So yeah, Liana, big brain Liana, I gotta say.
go back to them and I say, what is this? And they go, oh,
what is this?
That is our partner company. They handle all of our technical requests and technical stuff. So that's why you got that invite. So yes, you should accept that invite. Now, immediately, I smelled a huge red fucking flag.
He smelled the red flag with that snout.
You know, I'm contracted.
No, you didn't know shit, bro. You didn't know shit because they promised you a $sign. And a $sign in DSP's eyes, as you can see in this picture, is everything. He would sell his soul for a $sign.
With one
just $1 sign
here that says one company, and you send me an invite from another company, obviously that's wrong. That is fake. That is false.
But Liana also got her pignosis removed because she went to work and she met some new people. And you know, once you realize that telling people, yeah, my boyfriend, he's a full-time streamer, but I can't tell you his name because you're gonna look him up and find out that he's totally infamous. Yeah, my boyfriend is a full-time streamer. He's like 10 years older than me. That shit doesn't sound good to other people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
False. There's no way. And I knew that. But here's what I knew. Number one, I knew I wasn't going to upload any videos to KO Gaming in the near future anyway. I had no real reviews or anything to put out. So I knew there was no real risk involved. And number two, YouTube has a new thing. A lot of people don't know about this. YouTube has a new system by which if you partner any channel, all right, with a network, you have the ability to sever that partnership immediately. However, for legal reasons, YouTube leaves it so that the quickest that you can absolutely have it severed is 30 days. So let's say, for example, you partner with a company, you're with them for 2 months, they fuck you over and don't pay you, you can sever it, and then in 30 days, that channel will be released, or you can ask the company to do it even quicker, and then they'll do it even quicker usually, okay? So I said, here's what I'll do. Since I know there's already a protection in place, for the sake of it, just in case maybe this really is the most disorganized, fucked up company on the planet, but just maybe they actually have the clout to get me a managed partnership.
No, it wasn't because of this. It was because the $sign. They told him, yeah, you can come here and make money, and we're gonna give you the support whenever you need it. So he was all up in it. He wasn't fucking skeptical at all. This is the most gullible person alive. He thinks that cup noodles that cost like 40 cents, he thinks that shit is supposed to be good because it says on it that it's good. And that it says it's gourmet and it has chicken flavor. That's why he thinks it's supposed to be that like that. Because he buys into literally every marketing strategy that exists. He has bought into it. What is it? Season passes, collector's editions, pre-orders, buy the new console before release, buy fucking overpriced headsets and all that fucking bullshit that he doesn't need, buy these overpriced chair that said it's a gaming chair, but he himself has said that it's just a normal chair, but they said it's a gaming chair to make it appeal to more people. Yeah, good fucking job. You buy into literally every fucking scheme that exists. And then you wonder, why am I fucking without a channel? Why am I this? Why am I that? Why am I being scammed? Why am I being catfished? Come on. Why am I toxic?
Accept this invite on KO Gaming. I'm going to demand that they actually make it managed like they promised me, and if they follow through with their promise, then I'll consider, once DSP Gaming.
Yeah, that's true. It's a buyer's market for cars. He buys into literally everything. And yeah, we are on the Laveria media arc, and this is gonna be the final thing I'm gonna cover today. Like, when this video ends, then I'll be out of here.
I'm gonna clock out, you guys. No overtime
Let's see
today.
What happens with KO Gaming? All right. So I accepted their invite, and as of Tuesday, May 2nd, KO Gaming was partnered with supposed to be Pultavi, but in reality, it was this company called Laveria that I'd never heard of, and apparently had never spoken to any employees of. The whole
Yeah, because you're a fucking clown. You didn't understand how shit works. We listened to like a 10-minute clip of Fred talking with the dudes, the lady and the guy. And they said that Laveria is basically kind of a spin-off of Pultavi, because Pultavi was fucking something else. And it wasn't an actual MCN, it was this other thing. And I already fucking forget. It was just a bunch of fucking nonsense this whole time. It's a scam. Yeah, it's a scam. But DSP got scammed. And now he's trying to explain to you how he thought it was a scam the entire time, as he put his business in danger by being scammed. This is what DSP is trying to tell you, that he knew it was a scam, and he was thinking about it, but he didn't see it coming. What a fucking joke.
Smelled to high heaven like a botched deal, and it was just either people that were really amateurs or unprofessional, or they were trying to pull something, you know, trying to be a scam artist or whatever. At that moment that KO Gaming got partnered, I messaged my contacts at Pultavi again, and I said, now listen, you promised me the managed partnership. I got this done. Let's get the managed partnership going here, because DSP Gaming isn't even cleared yet with the AdSense issue. Let's get the managed partnership going on KO Gaming. And immediately, the response I got changed completely from what I was promised before I had partnered KO Gaming. The moment that I brought it up, after I had partnered
and you can hear how fucking salty he is, by the way. He saw before that it was shady, but he went for it anyways. His entire fucking business, he put it on the line because he thought he saw a $sign in a company that barely fucking existed. There was maybe a little WordPress site somewhere open up for it, and he clicked in and saw, wow, it says Laveria Media. It says a $sign. I'm gonna go for it. Fuck my entire fucking business. This is how much he cares. All he cares is the cash. What a fucking joke.
Or not partnered, because it wasn't partnered technically legally. It was just linked to Laveria on YouTube. The response I got was, oh, well, see, here's the thing. We could eventually get you into a managed partnership, but since Pultavi is such a small network and we're looking to recruit people, we need to recruit more people. We need to recruit more people to our network and get more people under our umbrella, because once we have a full force of people bringing in tons of views every day, then we'll have more clout with YouTube, and then we'll vouch for you and we'll try to get you the managed partnership. And I was like...
Yeah, and he fucking bought into it. What the fucking clown. The clown bought into it. Didn't do any research, didn't talk to anybody, didn't have a meeting about his business. The thing that enabled him to move across the country while still paying for his fucking condo. The thing that gave him all this money to spend on stupid PlayStations and TVs and nonsense. He put it all on the line just because they said they would give him a little bigger of a $sign. The font was bigger by like 2. It was this big of a $sign. On YouTube, the other partnerships was like this big. This one was this big, so he just jumped at it. And then, wow, why am I scammed?
What?
After all you have sought, after all you have sacrificed, it ends
Greed is massively strong.
in another stunning failure.
You get nothing. You lose.
What are you serious? Like, this sounds like a fucking stink job of bullshit now, right? The people from Pultavi contact me and say, did you mention that you signed with Laveria Media? And I said, no, I have not said anything about, that I'm with any, I've not mentioned a name or anything yet, nothing. None of that has been mentioned at all. What happened is people are probably pulling the metadata from the channel and finding it that way because it is public knowledge. And this guy who I'm talking with is like shocked. He couldn't believe that that data exists. He was under the impression that when you partner with a network, it's a secret, right? Now, we all know that's stupid. I mean, it's so dumb that this guy didn't even know that people were going to publicly know that I had been partnering.
Yeah, because you go and you sign up with fucking Joe Schmo, bro. You fucking idiot. With fucking Pultavi. Who has heard of this? Or Laveria. But he saw the dollar sign. The dollar. Very nice DSP. What a fucking professional. A genius and a professional and a mature adult with a business degree. That's who he is.
Okay?
The real guy.
Again, I wasn't. He's like, well, I don't know. This is kind of bad because we're getting all this bad social media blowout and all of this. And I'm like, listen, that's like the least of your worries. But you promised me you were going to put me in a managed partnership. We have a contract saying you're going to do it. Are you going to do it or not? And I'm also constantly pinging Pultavi. I'm saying, are you going to put KO Gaming to the managed partnership? And then now basically they're saying, again, completely changing the tune, well, there's no way that they could give me the managed partnership now. There's no way. Because it takes a long time and they don't have enough clout to do it. And I'm like, you have contractually promised me you would do it. It says right in the contract.
Yeah, you got scammed, fucker.
You will sign me to your normal
Jesus
partnership
Christ.
and then flip me over to the manage. It doesn't say eventually. It doesn't say when we finally have capability. It says you will do it upon execution of this contract. Therefore, legally, you're obligated to do it. And the guy's basically like saying, but there's so many other reasons to be with us. We're going to go out to ad companies and we're going to buy ads.
Yeah, I mean, just like every company that wants to keep an employee, they're like telling you all the reasons why you should be with them. Like, why are you fucking surprised? This dude talks about everything like he just went out of his house for the first time ever. Everything is a total surprise to him. Like, corporate speak is a total surprise for him. People trying to mislead you into getting benefits from you is a total surprise. He's the most gullible fucking human alive. The most sheltered man baby I've seen on the fucking internet. That is not Christian. And even Christian could handle all the fucking trolling. Because these dudes that troll Christian fucked with him massive amounts. Come on. And this dude, I don't even know what to say. It's fucking DSP. It's DSP. That's all I have to say.
Advertisers to our network that are going to pay you more money than if you did it with another network. And we're going to do, we have this music partnership that you could get free music. Basically trying to spin it in every possible way.
Not spin it, just give you some value. Which you don't understand because you don't give value to anybody for any reason. And they wanted to give you a reason to stay because they're an up-and-coming scam. Of course, they were a scam, but at some point, I think they were intending to be an actual MCN or a fucking whatever partnership company. So yeah, they tried to convince him to stay because it's a guy with like something thousand subs, 80,000 subs maybe at the time, maybe 100.
That I would still want to stay with them, even though they had promised me the managed partnership, and within one day of me being with them, basically completely reneged on the whole thing. So I went back to them again. And I said, listen, this is it. The reason that I signed with you primarily wasn't the tiny bit of extra ad revenue you're going to give me over what I was getting with Curse. It's that I want the managed partnership. So if you don't get me the managed partnership by the end of today, I'm out.
Ultimatum DSP is my favorite fucking thing. There's nothing better than a pig roach, a pathetic piece of shit of a man, giving ultimatums to anybody, literally anybody. Even people that scammed him. Him giving an ultimatum to somebody is laughable. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Just like that rant, like, oh no, you didn't, you fucking piece of shit, I will find you, about the DMCAs on Twitter, I think. It's like, you're not gonna do anything. So keep fucking foaming. Keep getting pissed. You're not gonna do anything.
Wow. I waited. I got no response whatsoever. None. Zero. So I said, that's it. I'm done. Here's what I did. First of all, I was talking to them primarily on
put his
Skype.
foot down.
On Skype, I typed up a formal message. I hereby formally request the severance of our contract.
Oh, on Skype, by the way. Very nice. This Jasper could have written that message. You wouldn't know. It's a fucking Skype message. How is that a formal fucking message? It's not even your email. Skype.
immediately. I know that legally you don't have the obligation to release KO Gaming for within a 30-day time period, but I request that you release it as soon as you can. I went to KO Gaming and I manually canceled it because there's a button you cancel, and then it even says your partnership or your link is now terminated, but there's a 30-day wait period legally that we have to have. But if they decide to sever you quicker than that, that's great. Okay. Then I went to email and I typed him a formal email and I said, "Dear Dibio," or whatever the hell his name was, "I formally request that these contracts be canceled. I've had enough. You promised me one thing and you're not delivering. Therefore, it's a violation of our contract. Done." Okay? And I sent him the email. And that was it. As of Thursday, that was Thursday, May 4th. That was the last contact that I had with this company. I never spoke to them again. They never responded to my email. Nothing. No, I never heard anything from them again.
Yeah, because it's a fucking scam, DSP.
KO Gaming within 2
got
days
scammed.
was released from the link.
Even though they didn't even benefit from him, they didn't have time to benefit from him. It was just a shitty run business. I wouldn't even say it's a big scam because they were like allowed to do certain things, or they got access to him, or they took advantage of him. They wanted to, but it was also a shit business that he went to because he saw the dollar sign, because he's a fucking clown.
To Laveria, so apparently they waited 2 days and they decided to release it. And of course, DSPGaming, I never linked, so legally I had no problems with that whatsoever. There was no responsibility. Plus, the contracts that I had signed weren't legal contracts anyway, because they didn't have the fucking web addresses of the actual YouTube pages in them. Therefore, they were contracts for nothing. And as of that was it, that day, the 4th, I was legally done with them. And as of the 6th, KO Gaming was unlinked, and the whole thing was cleared up. Because after this happened, all right, after I was in this whole situation where my channels were now unlinked from Curse, so they were now running on a personal AdSense account, I said, you know what? Since I went through all the trouble of creating this personal AdSense account and all of this, let me leave my channels unpartnered from anyone for 3 or 4 days. And let's actually see what kind of money comes in from a personal AdSense account versus an account that's not, or that's partnered, right? So it would be, Curse's ads running that are making money versus my own. Curse or any partner network takes a cut of your profits on the ad revenue. But if their ads are overall paying more, then maybe it doesn't make a difference, right? Maybe overall it makes sense to still be with that partner network because overall you're making tons more money because the ads are better. So I didn't know, and I said, let's do an experiment. So for 4 days, I allowed my channels, DSPGaming and KO Gaming, to be under a standard AdSense. Now, during this time period is when I started playing the game.
Epic. Again, some epic schemes. Let's see how much money this gonna get me versus this thing, how it's gonna get me. That's why he always has fucking drama and always has crisis going, because he tries to exploit the system. And when you try and fuck the system fucks you back, and then you cry.
Pray. Okay, so I was getting big views on DSP Gaming at
Big
the time. That
views?
weekend, the views actually skyrocketed to almost double what they are on a normal day because people were watching the new playthrough. And by the way, all the ads were enabled. People were telling me, yeah, we're seeing the video ads, we're seeing the mid-rolls, we're seeing everything. The ads are working properly, okay? I had to wait because the way YouTube works, you have to wait at least 2 days to get any kind of data on ad revenue. At least 2 days for it to refresh and get an update or anything like that, okay? So I wait 2 days, I wait 3 days. Finally, I start to get the data. I'm like, wait a minute, what the revenue that I made was terrible compared to what I was making with Curse.
Guess what? You didn't do nothing.
And that was it. And that's gonna be it for the stream. Thanks everybody for showing up. Thank you for the generous contributions. I appreciate that very much. And I'm gonna see you next time. I hope you learned so much about the world of DSP. And I'm gonna be using this research that we conducted today, all of this nonsense, for my next video, which is gonna be, as you can see from all this nonsense, it's gonna be a little bit lengthy, but I'm gonna work on it. And